Hello, this is Sam Benjamin, and you are watching the Nicotina Show, the best show in the universe.
What up?
What is up, you guys? So welcome back to the Nicotina Show. We're back. We're finally back after a week, and it feels good to be back. I'm here with Bill Barker and Anthony from the ACS Universe. What's going on, man?
What's good? What's good, man?
I'm used to having you right there, so I want to put you right there.
It's all good.
And, yeah, okay. As long as you're good with it. If you're good with it, I'm good with it.
Good.
We got Steve Sam saying, "Hey, it's Green Lantern Sam." What's going on, Steve? We got Abel Valdez or Vidales here. We got Axel Droga in the chat. What's going on, Axel? Niner for Life saying, how's everyone doing? We're doing great now that we re-signed Deebo Samuel that I didn't even fucking know about until Anthony over here told me.
How do you not know that, dude?
I don't know. I was busy all day yesterday and I was at work and you know, shit happens, you know, but fuck. I'm glad he's back. I didn't think he was going to go anywhere to begin with. Well, it's not like we're the Packers. We don't trade away our receivers, our star receivers.
Hey, man. Hey.
I'm just saying.
Gotta do what you gotta do, man. Gotta do what you gotta do. Keep the happiness in the room, man.
We got Venom Hernandez. We got Krypton's Core in the chat. We got Leroy Kong. What's up, Leroy? I haven't seen you in a while. Good to see you back, buddy. We got Edits in the chat saying, restore the Snyderverse. Yeah! I know, I need to get that dropped. I don't have that one. I don't have it. That's for the 4 nerds. So, guys, a lot of shit dropped over the weekend, and a lot of shit dropped today. So we're going to get to that. We're going to get to some of the information that dropped about... I should probably lower that. Look at the little Humpty Dance. I'm like, I'm gonna get hit with fucking copyright.
Nah, maybe.
So a lot of shit dropped today. We got information about the Ayer cut that dropped today, which I thought was really, really cool. We got the information about what Gavin O'Connor's Suicide Squad sequel was going to entail, kind of some of the details on that. And of course, you know, the usual shit. Ben Affleck is back in Aquaman 2. And we have some leaks from The Flash. So when we get to that, I'll make sure to put the spoiler alert up there. And we're going to go over these leaks, either if they're actually credible, they make any sense, or if it's just somebody making shit up. You know, we're going to try to figure that out.
Legit or bullshit.
I know. If he figured it out, then YouTube's like, wait a minute. He also sings in the background. I didn't notice that. Okay, so first, before we do anything else, I do want to say this. I do want to start with probably one of the top things that dropped today, which was the trailer to Andor. So let's go ahead and watch that really quick, and we'll get our reaction to the new Disney Plus show coming out, Andor. And here we go. That's dope.
Yeah. Apparently there was no volume technology used in the shooting of Andor.
To steal from the Empire?
Is there no volume?
Yeah, there's no volume
You just walk in like you belong.
stagecraft tech.
What are you talking about?
There's no volume or stagecraft tech used in shooting Andor.
The volume screen that they were using in like
Mandalorian, Thor Love
Oh,
Fire.
like they were actually
the green
on
screen
locations at
replication.
places. Okay.
Yeah.
Look at
They're
that.
so proud of themselves. So fat and satisfied. They can't imagine that someone like me would ever get inside their house. Cassian Andor. The Empire is choking us so slowly. We're starting not to notice. What I'm asking is this. Wouldn't you rather give it all to something real?
Back to
I need all the heroes I can get.
For the greater good.
Call it what you will.
Let's call it war.
There's fermenting out there, son. Pockets of fermenting. You're in my net. Are you a fish? Or are you a thief?
You're slipping.
I'm not slipping. I've just been hiding for too long.
As long as everyone thinks I'm an irritation, there's a good chance they'll miss what I'm really doing.
What are you really doing?
This is what revolution looks like.
I'm tired of losing.
Bro.
3-episode premiere.
Yes.
Damn.
That was dope. I mean, you know what I like so much about it though is that it had the feel of Rogue One, which I think was really cool. Kind of like that. Of course, like we've been saying, how much we like this kind of stuff. The darker kind of has that grit to it, and I think that's really cool. And I like how they kind of modeled this after Rogue One. I mean that's where you see Andor for the first time was in Rogue One. So this feels like an extension of that Rogue One timeline, that same feel, and I think that's awesome that they did that. And I love seeing things that you've never seen before, but still actually make sense. Like, for instance, the Star Destroyer, in the sky. You know what I mean? You're just like, wow, I've never seen that before, but that's awesome, and that makes sense because that's how it would, land or take off. I mean, we saw it in Rogue One when it was over the city of Jeddah.
Yeah.
Right.
But like just to see it again and from that angle, it was just something different. It was like, wow, that's really cool that they would do that.
Yeah.
Not like hyperspace jumping through ships. Like, well, what the like? Well, you could have done that with the Death Star, just like all the jets. I mean, I'm just saying. Yeah. Phil, what did you think of Andor, the trailer?
It's on good authority that Rogue One isn't quite my favorite of the Star Wars movies, much if at all. But this trailer really, really blew me away. I was really impressed with it. I'm really looking forward to it. I think of the characters I did like in Rogue One, I would probably put Cassian Andor on that list along with his droid K2SO. I'm kind of hoping the droid makes an appearance here.
Yes,
I'm hoping for that.
I was hoping the droid would be in the.
He might show up toward the end, man. I think
that's what I'm thinking.
I mean, because finish your thoughts, Phil. Go ahead.
I mean, it's just like what I think I like the most about this is that it's seeing a side of Star Wars that we don't really get to touch on too much, and that's just seeing the iron grip that the Empire has on the galaxy, and getting to see the wrath that they get to dominate through the entire galaxy with, and seeing actors like Stellan Skarsgård, seeing the return of Mon Mothma, and Diego Luna again in the title role as Cassian Andor. Like I'm pumped. I'm legitimately pumped to see where the story goes and how it leads into Rogue One. It might even make me feel a little bit more differently of Rogue One after I watch it. But yeah, I'm excited. I'm genuinely looking forward to this. And I thought it was going to premiere later on this month, but I guess they might have moved the date to September.
Yeah.
But 3-episode premiere, fuck, that's got to be at least an hour and a half.
And that's a lot. How many episodes are actually in the season?
I
it's
think
long. It's
9 or 10 episodes.
Oh wow,
in the season.
And they were talking about there's a second season.
Right.
Yeah.
Like the first season tails like I think the first year, because it's like a 5-year story. The first season is like a year long, and then the second season is going to encompass like years 2 through 5, leading right into Rogue One. From what I understand.
So yeah.
I mean, it would make sense that this would lead right into Rogue One. I mean, that would right now everything Disney is doing is just filling in the gaps. So it would make sense. Right. It would lead right into it.
I think I mean, of course, we probably can expect the last 2 or maybe just the one final episode of Andor before it leads into said movie. There's going to be some type of thing pop up where we need to find this chick Jen Erso. You know what I'm saying? Like some kind of you know what I mean? Like where the next mission after this series, that's what they're going for next. For me, absolutely phenomenal. I think this series was able to balance behind the scenes for a long time because the light getter, the fucking big promo getter for Disney Plus Star Wars shows was Obi-Wan for such a long time. Didn't matter what the fuck else they were doing. Everybody and fire so because Obi-Wan was good. You know what I'm saying? So like it's like that was the marquee show there And then Andor was able to behind the scenes because we didn't get much from this show while it was in production. All of a sudden, you see a trailer like this, and you're like, "Yo, were they in production for 6 years?" Obviously not, but it looks that good. It looks like that much time went into it. And
No, it looks really good.
Yeah, and it's so fire the fact that they were able to be behind the scenes of the other shows who catch the spotlight, and they're like, "Yo, we're gonna make our show. It's gonna be fire. Don't worry. No details need to be spilled out here." And then you get the first trailer that we got a few months ago, and then you get this one, and you're like, "Okay." Look, as much as we love Obi-Wan and the Mandalorian stands out and shit, obviously, there's some thoughts on Book of Boba Fett. Yeah, no, we've discussed it at length. This might be the best show they come with, man, as far as Star Wars is concerned when it comes to Disney Plus, because it just looks like, and it could be a slow burn, 2 seasons, and you think to yourself, you're like, well, wait a minute, they might not need 2 seasons to tell that story, but maybe they fucking do. You know what I mean? Maybe when they wrote that thing out, they were like, let's get really detailed into this. Let's put small Easter egg in here. And an episode might be 40 minutes and nothing might happen but a lot of dialogue. And all of a sudden at the end, something pops off and you're like, oh, wait a minute. So I think this is it's perfect. It's a perfect thing. And I think people like us who love Star Wars, we're going to dig all of that shit just because it's going to be like I said, even if it is a slow burn, you know what I mean? We're still going to be all into it because they'll sprinkle shit in and out, and they'll have it's just going to be great. And so this trailer was impressive. I was already on board for this show, and they dropped this today, and let's fucking go, man. September 21st, 3 episodes. Is that a Wednesday or Friday?
I don't have a calendar in front of me. I don't know. But guys, if you guys are here watching, make sure you smash that like button.
Wednesday.
That's a Wednesday, okay.
It's a Wednesday.
Nice. Okay.
It's a Wednesday. That's perfect. I'm off on Thursdays. Yeah, watch party. So, guys, make sure you smash the like button and subscribe to the channel. It's free to subscribe. What's up, Jacob McKenzie? And guys, check out the link down below. I do have merchandise on Teespring. And we got some cool shirts like this, sweatshirts, all kinds of stuff. All goes to a good cause, which is my wallet, and helps me keep the channel going. So definitely buy some merchandise. It's worth it. And it helps me get my brand out there. Drop a like, drop a comment as well. The interaction, YouTube loves it. And yes, I think Andor is going to be badass. Based on just that trailer alone, I'm already sold. I'm like, dude, this is going to be awesome. And this is kind of the feel that this show was the feel that I was hoping for Obi-Wan. I wanted it to have this kind of feel. And I think that in some cases, using those LED screens, or not even that, just making it too much on a set, it takes away from it. And here he is, you guys. It's none other than the one, the only Ryan Zieberfeld.
No shit.
What's
up? What's up, guys?
What up,
Ryan, did you have a chance to watch the trailer for Andor?
Yes.
And what did you think about it? what did you think about it?
He's enjoying the beat like we are.
Yeah, I just came in, I was like, yeah.
What did you think about Andor, the trailer?
Spit it out, motherfucker. The anticipation is killing us.
Oh, he just dropped. Ryan, are you still there? Oh, he's back.
What?
Hey, your lights are off, too. Why are you all dark?
What? Oh, yeah, my lights are off, yeah. No, what?
It's too hot.
I can't be dark? No, hey, I got a tan.
Dark mode.
No, it looked okay. It didn't look amazing, but it didn't look bad. It didn't look bad.
Pretty badass.
So I was interested. I was like, oh, yo, he's got a beard.
That's what your attention, the beard.
Jesus.
Okay.
It looks okay. I'm interested. I like the journey to Rogue One, because I do like Rogue One. I think that's a good one of the good Star Wars movies. But yeah, no, I mean, I want to know more. It's okay. Oh look. Oh yeah. Saw Gerrera. I missed him. But oh look, God,
Sinestro shirt actually, but yeah.
Sinestro shirt.
But
no, I thought it was really cool.
It doesn't look like it's gonna suck. Hopefully it doesn't.
Yeah, hopefully it doesn't. What's up, Caleb? But yeah,
What up,
it
everyone?
looks really badass. But like I was saying earlier, is that the look that this one has in the feel, that's what I wanted from Obi-Wan. I wanted to feel like much darker, more grittier. Like the Empire is taking over. So but I felt like a lot of Obi-Wan was done on the set, and it didn't feel very organic. It just felt like you're on
inorganic.
A set. Inorganic. Thank you. And this one feels a little more organic. It feels like they're, like you were saying, they're actually on location. So that's a Batman.
Wow.
So that's Sinestro with the Batman logo.
It is. Yeah, it is. It is.
Oh, I
And where
didn't
can we
even notice the
find that?
Batman symbol behind there. There
Find
you go.
it. I made it. This is one of my, I made the Batfleck
Yeah,
and I put the Sinestro design on there. Yeah.
Nice.
Well, there's an Elseworlds comic where Batman does get like the yellow ring of fear.
Yes.
It might even be in main continuity. I don't remember exactly the specifications behind it, but yeah, it's happened before. Like Batman's had both a green and yellow ring.
Yeah.
And a white ring.
Yes. Okay, so there was another
And the black
exclusive
ring.
drop.
Yes.
The black ring.
Yeah.
Yes, Black Ring of Death. Yeah.
Ooh, that sounds pretty deadly. Okay, so
The Ring of Fire. Here it is, baby. Woo!
Well, especially in Death
It looks
Metal.
like an arrow,
There it is.
like a jet flying.
In Batman Death
That's what it was.
in Dark Knight's Death Metal, he's technically like dead, so he has control over the Black Ring and like the undead and shit. So
Oh,
yeah,
wow.
it's pretty badass. Tom
Pretty
Taylor.
gnarly.
Yeah.
Well, on top of that, so we saw Andor. Now, there was another clip that was put out there today. It was from the show coming out called She-Hulk, which Ryan is exclusively interested in.
This is going to be amazing. It's going to be, the writing, I'm sure, is going to be just so in depth, and it's going to give a lot of character development, which is what we've seen from Thor: Love and Thunder, which they're going to continue that in the same vein. Now we're hoping everybody will tune in, but not just because of Daredevil, but maybe only because of Daredevil.
We got Max in chat. There is Ryan. I feel so betrayed. I saw the receipts of your antics at YouTuber Corner on the. Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, so Ryan, nap time.
I saw.
He wasn't
I
too
saw
happy.
some YouTubers that were there at the
To be
con
there.
that I went to, and I was like, "What are they doing in an anime con? This
They
is
were just-
weird."
I guess they were just there to be there.
I guess
must
so.
like
I was
anime.
like, I was like, how the fuck do they get to go? But like, we don't. I
mean,
don't
we
know.
could
I'm not
go. I
saying,
don't know who
we're
would-
fucking
who would
hugely
show up.
popular and shit, but I'm
Yeah, I
just
know.
like,
We're way popular than those guys. Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Okay, so
We've been
let's take a
doing this
look-
for 100 episodes.
Yeah, 100 episodes. It's gonna be 101. Let's take a look at the new clip from She-Hulk.
I
There we
actually
go.
haven't seen this yet.
Me neither.
Surveillance.
I think she's going to be so much better than him. Oh wait, she is.
Oh.
It's easy. So I'm clearly nailing it at all of these things. When am I ever going to use this as a lawyer?
Jen, when you have powers like this, it's like putting a target on your back and the backs of all the people you care about.
Oh, cool. Yet another way my life is ruined. Thanks, Bruce.
All right. All I've been doing is showing you the downsides of being a Hulk, but there are a few.
This
of
is Hulk Skywalker.
Our bodies metabolize alcohol at an incredibly fast rate, which means that we can drink so much and not get drunk.
Why would you drink that?
Buzz, no buzz.
That's good.
That's it.
Why is
Okay.
that a big deal for? Oh, isn't this a kids movie? They're like, yeah,
I
let's get
mean,
drunk.
I guess.
not
I
quite.
don't know. I was like,
I mean, it's fucking on Disney, so it's, might as well. The kids are gonna watch it. I don't know. I mean, I'm just like, yo, she's automatically better than him at every, which I agree. If this was Edward Norton's Hulk, she wouldn't be that awesome compared to
you don't think so?
No. I think that they would write him. They would write her to be better, yes, because it's in the same vein as like I said, Rey Skywalker. She's better because whatever.
Because just because.
Because of the wonderful thing she does.
Drinking, not get drunk. It
Yeah.
sounds boring. Oh, why
Yeah,
would you want to
I
drink
can't
and not get
disagree there.
drunk? I'd be
It's like
well,
drinking
why I was like, why would you
a whole case
drink?
of O'Doul's.
Yeah, I was like, why would
Max,
you drink
really?
that?
Ugh. He wants She-Hulk to carry me away. Wow.
I mean, hey, that clip made me laugh more than the entirety of Thor: Love and Thunder. So it's got that
Oh
going for
yeah.
it.
I mean,
Yeah.
the one thing I really liked about Thor: Love and Thunder was Guns N' Roses, and that had no effect on the actual story.
You can actually listen to Guns N' Roses outside of Thor: Love and Thunder.
You can.
I don't know. That movie almost ruined Guns N' Roses for me.
It
Nah, I
did.
didn't.
It almost
I
did a disservice.
wasn't gonna let it. God damn it! I love Guns N' Roses. I was like, oh, when they played it at certain points, I was like, I still love Guns N' Roses. They're fire.
How many times did they use Sweet Child of Mine in that movie? Like
Man.
3 or 4, right?
Yeah, it was overdone. It was like, holy shit.
Well, you know what though? Guess what? It probably would have hit better for him if every single trailer wasn't. Like,
Yep.
bro, if they hadn't
Yep.
played it at all in any trailer,
All the
then
trailers
played
had
in
it.
the movie,
Sweet
you
Child of
might
Mine,
have
Sweet
caught
Child
me
of
by
Mine.
surprise a bit, like, oh. But nah, they
bust out the Sheryl Crow version.
But the thing is that, like, okay, so if he gets another one, which I don't think he is, but does that mean that we're gonna go from Led Zeppelin to Guns N' Roses? Now what's it gonna be, like fucking Metallica, or is it gonna be Rage
Don't
Against the
you
Machine?
dare wish that into existence.
I'm just saying.
Don't you dare.
He
If
picks
he ruins
one-
Metallica, I will. Oh, fuck.
He
no.
picks one band that is like the
Yeah.
theme of the whole movie.
Mhm.
It's just crazy. And then we had this. Okay, this happened, which was pretty crazy, which is a post by Ray Fisher.
Hey,
Oh, yeah.
enjoying his new
Yeah.
graphics card.
His new graphics card, yes. And we're like, that's cool. Like, hey, is he dating somebody? What's going on? Like, what's his significance? And then Phil was like, hey, I think that's Samantha Wynn. And we're like, no, that's not Samantha Wynn.
Yeah, I was like, yo, she's engaged and whatever.
But then Samantha Wynn's account, bam.
But
They could easily be.
Anthony's like, I'll be quiet.
No, when I was telling them when I interviewed her I don't know, I'm not speculating anything. I just know she had a boyfriend at the time or
Yeah,
fiance
she
or
did, she
whatever.
did.
He came in and kissed her on the cheek while she was
Yeah.
doing the interview with and yeah. No comment.
Yeah. How do I convince my wife that we're all green?
Mow the lawn.
And I mean all.
Just hit her with one of those, like what is that? The dust, the bag of
That's
dust,
true.
green dust. Just
Oh.
And this
Hey,
is true
look,
because I know
I'm not giving
Anthony
any
and Phil
advice.
watched this. Stranger
What?
Things got Metallica.
I like that. I like that in Stranger Things. I'm not even gonna fucking lie. That was
Yeah.
dope.
Yeah. And they got to meet him a few days
Yeah.
ago. He met Metallica. It was dope. As far as your question, Max, I'm not giving you any
Oh.
advice because I don't want you to say, well, Anthony said, nah, bro.
You got Drogue over here. Samantha Wynn for the win.
Hey, man.
Hey,
I don't
But it was good. It was good. It was good.
oh.
Oh, hold on. I gotta turn the sound off.
Okay.
There we go. Okay, so that was kind of cool, right? It was like, hey, Ray Fisher, posted something kind of cool.
Yeah.
Does it mean something else? Probably not. It's probably them
It
on the set
means
of
that
Rebel
Blood
Moon.
Axe probably has a beard in this movie.
Probably.
He has a beard. There you go. Hey, Droga. Let's see. It could just be a showing of true friendship. There we go. Steve Kassan with
There
words
you
of
go.
wisdom.
There you go. Yeah.
Words of wisdom.
I mean, she was using no tongue that we could see.
She was not using any tongue. That is
No
for
tongue.
sure.
That's a fact.
That
It was
is a
very
fact.
PG.
Okay, guys, let's do this. Let's break to some breaking news. Courtesy of the Flash Film News, Michael Keaton recently spoke with Variety and explained what drew him to return to the iconic role of Batman after 31 years for The Flash. Let's take a look at that. Okay, so why did he come back? All right. Ryan, as our local... Actually, you know what? Phil, you did a good job last time. Phil, can you read this article for us, please?
The last time Michael Keaton put on the Batman suit was in 1992, the year I was born. For the Batman, why'd
Why'd you do that?
yeah.
It's fire.
Okay, go ahead.
For the Batman sequel, Batman Returns. Now, 30 years later, he's returning as the Cape Crusader for the Flash. Something said he'd never do unless there was a real reason to do so. It turns out the reason is not a complicated one. Quote, "It seemed like fun," Keaton tells Variety. "I was curious what it would be like after this many years. Not so much me doing it, obviously some of that, but I was just curious about it. Weirdly, socially, this whole thing is gigantic. They have They have their entirely own world. So I look at it as an outsider, thinking, "Holy moly!" Okay, Adam West. Although he's been part of the superhero world, he also appeared as Vulture in Spider-Man: Homecoming. He never has watched any of the DC or Marvel Universe films.
Oh, nice. Oh, there he is. That's our Batman right there.
There you go. So he said all that just to say money.
Money.
More or less.
That's it.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go.
See, I know people don't believe this, that I've never seen an entire version of any of those movies.
Oh, really? Get the fuck out. There we go.
Any Marvel movie, any other, and I don't say that I don't watch that because I'm highbrow. Trust me, it's not that, he explains. It's just that there's very little things I watch. I start watching something and think it is great, and I watch 3 episodes, but I have other shit to do. He notes of the Flash movie. The writing was actually really good, so I thought, why not? It's cool to drop in, and I'm curious to see if I can pull it off. But without watching the many Batman universe films that have come out over the last 30 years, there was some confusion, he admits, when we remind him of just how much Batman and Bruce Wayne have changed through the years. He briefly pauses and smirks before responding, "Not mine."
Yeah, not mine, because he's Thomas Wayne.
He's Thomas Wayne. Where's Krypton's core? He's here somewhere.
Yeah, he's lurking. He's like,
yeah, you heard it right. You heard it here first.
He's like, he said Bruce Wayne. Fuck.
Actually, wait a minute. I think we just got something confirmed, didn't we? He said Bruce Wayne.
He did.
He did, yes.
Well, of course.
I think we just
Everyone
confirmed
outside
this.
of Krypton's core knew that, though.
Yeah, he's like, damn it.
Krypton's
He's
core was
talking.
the only one that was holding on to that. He was like, oh.
He's talking hypothetically,
yeah,
metaphorically.
So wait,
if
Bruce is more of a nickname.
If he's saying his Batman hasn't changed, then I'm just thinking to myself, like, well, all right, so you're going to still strap bombs on people and watch them fall to their death, and
He's like, maybe that's just how he spells his name.
Yeah, Batman kills.
It says that without watching any or watching the many Batman universe films, they have come out over the last 30 years. There was some confusion, he admits, probably because he was like, "What the fuck is happening?" We'll remind him when we remind him of just how much Batman and Bruce Wayne has changed through the years. So it's Bruce Wayne.
It's absolutely Bruce Wayne. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Krypton's core, you still there? He's there.
He's there, but he's like, I'm
mad.
not even gonna. Fuck
yeah,
you,
he's
baby.
smashing things right now. Like, fuck!
Yeah.
Damn it!
Oh, he said it was gonna be Thomas.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's our local Thomas Wayne.
He's the Thomas Wayne supporter.
The supporter. He's probably mad right now like this.
Come after me! I'm a man! I'm 40!
So, I mean, look, it sounds like, he just wanted to try it out. He wanted to see how it would go, and I'm sure they threw a buttload of money at him.
Oh, yes.
There's no possible way that he didn't get a
they're
buttload
like,
of money
yo,
for this.
is he done with CBMs? No, he's doing Vulture. He just did Birdman. And I think he did one other thing. What else did he do? He did something else. And they were like, why not just get him in here as Batman? We need to draw these general public or general audience people in here that.
Bro, the Pornhub thing. What is it? It's just advertising.
Can I go there?
Well, that's because it only advertises sites that you visit.
Oh yeah, totally.
Hot in 4K.
That's not. I don't even use computers.
Yeah, I don't even know what that is. What is
but
that?
guys, look this right here. That's Batman. That's gonna be our Batman moving forward. Is Michael Keaton at this age?
Yeah,
he
he's
might
got a
be.
Also,
party.
yo, I'd be remiss if in this screen you just threw up there to not shout out Nichelle Nichols. Not a big Star Trek guy myself, but she did pave the way for a lot of actresses like coming forward, especially actresses of color when it came to this type of genre of film. So shouts out, man. Yeah, she put a lot of work in.
Rest in
and
power.
Paved some shit, yes, for sure.
Some niggas seen it in the panel. Is anyone worried his role might be reduced in or to the flashback scene?
It
Who are
can't.
we talking about?
Batman? Oh, Michael.
You're talking
Keaton?
about Michael Keaton's appearance in The Flash. He's an integral character, unfortunately.
He's a supporting role.
Yeah, he's a huge character in it.
Yeah.
The only place that he was eliminated in Aquaman 2, but the only place that his role could be squashed a little bit would be possibly Batgirl, because we don't know how much interaction they have, if any.
Mm-hmm.
And what's funny is when we were all clowning on him because they used that comic book version. No, the mural. Remember the mural?
Yeah.
And we were clowning because it was just Batman. What they did was they made a Michael Keaton Batman on the mural. I was like, oh, he stood for that? They were like, hold on. Oh, looks real good. Oh, you look real good, Mr. Batman. But now
They're
that's
like, wait, they caught on. Change it. Get rid of Robin.
They could reduce it to the point where he's either not in it, or they could also change the mural to Batfleck. It just depends. It depends on if he plays a pivotal role in Batgirl. He does in The Flash. He might not in Batgirl.
Ryan, can you read this comment?
Ezra Miller was Godzilla is to Japan, but for Hawaii.
Okay.
So they're making a Godzilla vs. King Kong 2.
I don't think. What are you talking about?
Yeah, I don't know what he's talking about. Okay, Keaton is so out of the loop with superhero genre. I bet he's confused when seeing Batman kills diabetes. Killing diabetes.
No, debate.
Yeah. Because he's probably just like, yo, I was murdered.
I was thinking of his age. He's like, oh, you're concerned with diabetes?
Jesus Christ.
You're seeing letters that aren't even there.
It's probably because he's probably, in Keaton's mind, he's like, yo, I killed cats in my movies. I mean,
no one seems to kill about that.
Wait, what? He doesn't kill. Nobody told me.
People come up with straw man arguments for stupid shit all the time.
Sorry, I meant Affleck's role in Aquaman. Do you think it'll just be a flashback scene?
I don't think it's a flashback.
No, it's not a flashback. According to Andre knows. Andre, tell everybody what the scene is. You got your sources.
I have to pull it up, and then we'll go from there. But in terms of Keaton being, coming back to being Batman in the Flash, I mean, I think it's, to me, I have to see how it plays out. I mean, I think it'd be really cool as a one-off if he was just in that movie and then he went back, to the regular DC.
He's talking about in the Aquaman movie. He's not talking about the Flash.
I know. I'm trying to get to that.
The Flash movie.
Yeah. In the meantime, I said.
Okay. I got you.
Next time you should probably listen.
Hey, Andre, shut up.
Everybody shut up. Everybody shut up. I'm trying to find it. So you gotta bear with me here.
So how's the weather where you guys are?
Oh God, really?
Kind of cloudy.
Yeah, it's been cloudy.
Chance of meatballs.
I don't know about the meat sacks, bro, but it's
the meat sacks.
Meat sacks.
Hey man, meatballs,
yeah, cloudy with chance of meatballs.
Whoa!
Have you ever seen that movie? The shit that was falling from the sky in that movie. That's not meat. Those are meat sacks, bro.
Let's see. What was he
finding it?
Aquaman is coming before the Flash. Why would Affleck be in flashback? Well, he will be Prakash. Affleck will be in Flash as well as Aquaman.
He's asking if since Aquaman comes before the Flash, why would Affleck be in a flashback?
Oh, he said in flashback. So I don't know.
He's meaning why would he be a flashback in Aquaman if he's going to be in the Flash as well?
Yeah,
I guess
it's not supposed to be a flashback scene.
Yeah,
I can't. Hold on, I can't even fucking find it.
Okay.
And from what I understand, the general wording of it is like that the cameo was initially meant to be Michael Keaton's Batman.
Yes.
And because Aquaman was going to take place after the Flash, and then they shifted the release dates of the movie. So now they're kind of retooling the scene to have it be Ben Affleck's Batman, Bruce Wayne, whatever the case may be, which, kind of lines up. And honestly, I think all of us here are probably more inclined to be more favorable of it being Ben Affleck as opposed to Michael Keaton.
What?
Andrew, we know that's you, bro. We know you changed your name to Jay Casali, but he was like, "What's up, guys? It's me, Andrew."
We're not detectives like Batman. We need to be spoon-fed information.
So you finally come to the conclusion that Andrew Garfield is the superior Spider-Man. Pun intended.
Oh no, dude! I'm looking.
I would have played the breaking news, but
go ahead.
It's too late now. It would have been good.
That moment has
Me,
passed.
Andrew.
We recognize the last name, Andrew. What's good, homie?
Jake Casali. Who's Jake Casali? Is that a new
Jake Casali
with the Spider-Man? Oh, Tobey Maguire Spider-Man icon.
No way.
Who is that?
Oh, look
guy?
at that! It is.
Who's this new guy? Is he a subscriber?
Well said. Don't get him started.
I'm just gonna smile.
What up, Jared?
Oh my
up,
god,
Jared?
I literally, oh my god.
What are you looking for?
I'm looking for something that pertains to what we're talking about. So do me a favor, just keep talking and keep the audience happy.
He's finding the information,
I'm
man.
sorry that
I'm
when
finding
you
the
clicked.
source.
I'm sorry when you clicked on that little link that showed up on the last page you brought up. It didn't work, but you know. don't
Right
make us
now, he's
wait.
sifting through a lot of pop-ups because of all the porn. So he's like,
That's
I
it.
can't find it. I can't find it. It's like, boo, boo,
I'm on the
boo.
Pornhub,
What if the source is
Pornhub
Pornhub?
website. I know it's on here somewhere.
He's like, oh, I saw horny.
Yo,
I'm like, oh shit.
He's so
oh, man.
I'm looking at a lot of
He's looking
Anthony
at a lot
as
of
the
cocks
Rock.
and dicks.
Yo, who went through it on that show? Was it Dave Chappelle? He went through like he walked through like it was like supposed to be the internet, and he stopped at one booth, and the dude was like, "Yo, man, do you want to buy this?" And he was like, "Nah, I'm good." And all of a sudden, all this shit just started popping up. It was like he had a little skit where it was like, you know, this is what the internet would be like if it was the
Yeah.
mall and shit. Like you walking through there.
Hey, what's up,
It was
Ray?
hilarious.
Hi,
What up, Ray?
What's
good?
up,
What's good?
Rhea?
Play the fail clip for
He
yourself.
said play the fail
Andre, yeah, that's pretty much.
What do you
Pretty
say?
much.
You
Hold
play the
on,
fail
hold on.
clip for yourself, man. Go
That
ahead.
is true.
Oh,
This
man,
is
fuck outta
taking
here.
forever.
I know it's buried. I didn't say it to myself. I was
Yo.
like, whatever.
Rail said
Yeah.
Andre's history probably shows meat sacks.
Wait, what? Meat stacks. Fuck that, dude.
no.
Oh, man.
All right, well, you know what? I'm gonna move on because I can't. I don't know why he finds that so funny.
you know how to clip shit.
I never clipped
There
it.
was a clip today. You didn't know how to clip it.
No, that was like when we first started too. Okay, so I found the clip. I found it.
I'm here to tell you right now, we don't care. I'm here to tell
No. You're the only one laughing right now.
No,
Don't
no,
laugh.
no, no.
Dude. It's funny. Goddamn. All right, go ahead, Andre, man. Drop it, Andre. Let's
Okay,
go.
this is supposedly what the scene is, and this is from the quote unquote scooper Casey White. Why did you say that name?
Yeah, for real.
So he says it's not.
Can I read it?
post-credit
Let me read
scene.
it. Please let me read it.
Oh god.
Oh god! Here, I'm just gonna read it.
No, come on, let me read it, please.
I don't want to lose access.
No, it's not. Go ahead, read it. Go ahead.
Go ahead,
read it.
Phil. Go ahead, Phil.
Go ahead, Phil.
It's not a post-credit scene. In the film, there's a subplot in which Atlanteans are getting sick and dying. This is what happens to Volko. So Bruce comes to Arthur and basically tells him it's not the human world that's posing its people, it's Atlantis itself.
So if that is the case, that this is where the scene is, that it's Bruce communicating with Arthur, telling him, "Hey, it's not, it's not the humans on land who are poisoning you. It's your own people." Then that's why you would have to have it in the movie. In terms of like, that's why they had to film a scene with Bruce Wayne meeting Aquaman. Ryan, what do you think about it? Says all you want to do is just dance.
All right, stop. All right.
Collaborate.
What do you got?
Oh shit! I was about to go to Vanilla
You weren't
Ice.
even listening.
That was grooving, man.
What do you think about?
All right,
about
stop
the
what
tweet?
you're doing, because I'm about to ruin the image and the style that you used to. I look funny. But yo, I'm making money, see, so the world is ready for me, and I got around. I'm the new fool in town, so.
Damn. Sounds laid down by the
underground.
Okay, let's.
Hey, yo! Shut the fuck up!
no.
Holy shit! That's
Okay, so you had a question.
Well, I mean, do you think that scene makes sense? That's where you would see
It depends
Bruce.
on the story. I mean, it could fit. I'm
No,
not saying
could
I'm not
it
saying
fit.
that's wrong, but I'm not saying it's right either. It's just
Right.
like we at the end of the day, that's his take on it. We still don't really know what Ben is doing. But the only thing we do know is that Ben is doing whatever it was that Michael was doing. They're just redoing it.
Right. And that's what I'm saying. So if it was an integral part of the story where you cannot get rid of the scene, then you had to reshoot it with, okay, since now it's coming out on this, in this time in the so-called timeline, then we have to bring Affleck back. So let me ask you guys, now that Ben Affleck is coming back for this scene, what does it mean?
It can't be an end credit scene. Reason being is that it was, if Aquaman 2 was supposed to come out after The Flash and Michael was supposed to set something up, Bruce wouldn't have, or I'm sorry, Ben wouldn't be setting something up in another movie because the Flash comes after that, and then if he's erased in the Flash, then that just wouldn't, and you wouldn't get a payoff. It wouldn't make any sense. It would be foobarred beyond recognition. So it has to be in the film. It can't be. It can't be an
part of the story. But to me, like, I'm actually happy that it's going to be Affleck instead of Keaton because I just want to see more.
I want less Keaton. Like I thought
we're going to get more Keaton.
I thought, okay, you guys aren't doing the Jeffrey Dean Morgan thing. You think you're going to get more people in butts and seats with Michael Keaton. I get it. Mm-hmm. But I was hoping that it would just be self-contained and just like the Flashpoint movie. Thomas Wayne is left in his universe.
Yes.
And all that, I thought that Michael Keaton's, Bruce Wayne would be left in his universe after, the Flash goes off and does whatever.
To me, that makes more sense.
I don't believe the whole thing about Ben saying, "Hey, come find us." I don't believe that. But
if it happens, what are you going to say?
Awesome.
I
fucking awesome.
think it happens,
but I don't think it does. Because that leaves it open for more Ben, and they at that point in time when they were putting this thing together, more Ben wasn't on the table yet.
More Ben time.
Morbin time.
I mean, okay. So I guess my question is the fact that Ben
Pterodactyl.
Steve Kazan is dropping the fucking
Mastodon.
Steve dropping the lyrics in the fucking.
Well, I'm glad you guys are enjoying the music. I got it for a reason.
Yeah,
it's dope. It's dope.
Okay, so my thing is that if he's going to come back for this role, do we think that he's going to come back for more? I mean, he's willing to come back and do this scene. That's a scene. But do you guys think he's willing to come back and do more Batman?
I would say
or is it too late?
It's never too late.
It's never. Yeah, I'd say it's never too late.
Ben's back. Snyderverse is going to get restored.
He got asked to come back and do something that was probably something. It's not that large, but the fact that he did come back, that gives some hope. You know what I'm saying? It just for future shit.
What he's doing for Aquaman 2 is not a huge commitment.
Yeah, it's not. And in fact, what you saw him in when Jason took pictures with him, that could be his Bruce Wayne. Like,
that's him in costume in the trailer. That's what he's gonna wear.
He was in costume.
Yeah,
because the thing about this is,
no one's ever really gone.
That's great. But I was telling Andre this the other day. I was like, they're not gonna pull in Ben. And then have the costume company come in and the seamstress and everybody come in and measure Ben, make a new suit for a small scene. It's just think about this. Think about the Peacemaker thing at the end, right? The only reason why they got the Flash and the Aquaman was because they were already they were already fitted. They already did that. They filmed the shit on green screen, but it's not the same case for Ben because he doesn't have a large production, film. The Make the Batfleck, film isn't in place right now. That's not on the table. So putting him in a regular suit seems more plausible than him doing anything Batman related in Aquaman 2.
And he actually,
I don't think he's gonna be in the suit at all.
No, it would cost too much money for something small.
But do you think he visits him in the Batcave, or do you think they meet on the shoreline?
It's not like I don't think the problem wouldn't be making a new suit because when Zack filmed his extra scenes for Zack Snyder's Justice League, they had to pull the suit from a museum. And Ben, to me, he looked good still in the suit, but he looked a little bit smaller than he was.
It did not fit his face because he's lost some of his muscle mass.
Yeah, because for other roles,
like his nose.
And when they make these suits, they come in and they fit them. What he did for Zach was awesome, but I don't think that he would do the same thing for the director of Aquaman 2 as far as because they've already number one they auctioned off or gave away. It was like a giveaway, I think. Zach gave away Ben's cowl, right? So the cowl that was used in the Nightmare scene is no longer on the table anymore. They would.
Well, they can just make a new one. They can make a new one.
Yeah.
Right. They would make a new one, but they would make it off of a new cast.
Probably just auctioned off one of them.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I think.
Real quick, let's go to Prakash for the 100, I believe, rupee super chat. He says, "I'm happy that Ben proves time and again he will be Batman when required. After all, he said, I'm real when it's useful. Anything can happen if wanted."
Shouts out Prakash. Yes.
Shouts out to Prakash for the
not Batman.
For the 100 super chat.
Oh my god! Wow! Oh my god!
Can I say something really quick?
For that super chat, Prakash, you're the man.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
So, no, I don't think it's for a post-credit sequence, because if you're going to show off Ben Affleck being in the movie, you don't put him in a post-credit sequence. That just doesn't make any sense to me. Honestly, that whole tweet just reeked in the same kind of bullshit that Grace Randolph had. In other words, I'm mad I didn't get that scoop first.
Yes,
that's what it
right.
to me.
So are you saying that you think that Casey Walsh is right in the sense of where the scene would be played? Why did you say that name?
I'm saying Casey Walsh can eat a giant bag of whale dicks and fuck right off.
Why did you say that name?
That's what I'm saying.
Well, in any event, so here's the article on the Screen Rant where they talk about the whole thing about Ben Affleck coming back in Aquaman 2. What about Michael Keaton? So, Ryan, you're up this time. Go ahead and start with right here where it says Ben Affleck.
Well, since when did you become the physical type? Ben Affleck is returning as Batman for Aquaman and Lost Kingdom, raising several questions about his role and Michael Keaton's DCEU future. Affleck's version of Bruce Wayne joined the DC Extended Universe in 2016's Batman v Superman: Dawn of Justice. This was meant to be the beginning of a major role in the shared universe.
Of course it was.
Which continued with a cameo in Suicide Squad,
which we're gonna talk
and
about later.
A major role in Justice League. The latter's turbulent production left Affleck without much interest in continuing the role, as he abandoned plans for a solo project. However, the tides on his Batman future continue to change, with Jason Momoa's tease that Affleck's Batman returns in Aquaman 2. After taking some time away from the superhero role, Ben Affleck has made some surprising headlines in recent years by returning as Batman for certain DCEU projects. He filmed a few additional scenes for Zack Snyder's Justice League.
Yes, he did.
Which many had hoped would be the springboard into the Snyderverse projects, including Affleck's Solo the Batman movie idea. It was later revealed that he would return for The Flash. No, it wasn't. That's a lie. They revealed that shit at fucking Fandom.
Right.
But most speculation suggests Batfleck will die. There's a lot of people that want him to die.
They really want him to die. Why?
Michael Keaton's Batman to become the only version of the hero in the DCEU after multiverse changes. With Keaton already confirmed for other upcoming DCEU projects, changing the guard was quite clear. The only go ahead. The possibility of Ben Affleck's Batman appearing in Aquaman 2 could change the status quo once again. Jason Momoa's first solo movie was an incredible box office hit, as it became the first DCEU movie to make more than $1 billion. The possibility of putting Affleck's Batman in the sequel will only increase the anticipation around the movie. I agree. However, there is still some confusion about whether or not Batfleck is in Aquaman 2, what his role will be, and what this means for Michael Keaton's Batman future.
Well, I mean, it's obvious now. I mean, we've already kind of broken down, the reason why.
Well, they don't know what the fuck's going on.
Well, so maybe they're going to get to that. They don't know what's going on, but they wrote an article about it.
Yeah, the revelation of Ben Affleck's Batman returning in Aquaman 2 was quite a surprise, as Jason Momoa's social media post teasing the role left many confused. Not really. Since the movie had already finished principal photography. Affleck's DCEU return would only now happen through reshoots. Additional photography is what that should be, but okay. While some have thought Momoa is trolling, all signs point to being legit.
It is
his
legit.
video, it's most definitely legit, and it was a clear response to the fail at San Diego Comic-Con.
Let's jump down. How Batman can fit into Aquaman 2's story? Okay, go.
Oh, really? Not much is known about Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom story. That's where they should end it right there. Making it difficult.
It's over.
Making it difficult to figure out how Ben's Batman factors in. The film has been described as a buddy team-up movie between Momoa's Arthur Curry and Patrick Wilson's Orm. Aquaman 2 official synopsis teases an ancient power being unleashed, while it is also known that Black Manta will be the main villain, which is another scene that they were shooting now because they shot it yesterday. Black Manta attacks. While another globe-trotting adventure ahead for Aquaman, it should not be expected that Affleck's Batman has a massive role. He is more likely filming a small cameo as Bruce Wayne, possibly explaining a sharp suit. Whoa, what was that? A sharp-looking suit, Affleck on his Momoa's pose. Yeah. For that reason, his Aquaman 2 role might not see Ben Affleck wear the Batsuit again. Any interaction between Bruce and Arthur, though, will give DCEU viewers a glimpse of where their relationship stands after Justice League.
I think it would be really, really fucking cool. I'm like blocking the screen. How'd you read that? There we go.
Fucking dope.
I think it'd be really cool if when he meets with Aquaman, if he was in the suit, that'd be badass. And he talks to him, with the Batman modulated voice, and he shows him his data. Because I mean, like that's how he would do it, like in the comics or even like the animated. He would be in costume.
It's cheaper for them to put him in a regular suit.
No shit.
But they're gonna go cheaper because they added Ben Affleck because of the switcheroo. And it wouldn't make any sense if they put out the Flash. I don't know what they're going to do with the Flash, since now the Flash is the last thing coming out. And it's kind of odd that Michael Keaton was like, this is a really great story when they it doesn't quite sound like it. From what I've heard as far as the Flash is concerned. So yeah, I just don't know. I mean,
yeah. Michael Keaton is trying to give his best explanation for it. Yeah. Bro, when those 3 sacks of money hit my feet, I was like, yo, the screenplay is fire. That's the only thing you can say when those bags of money hit. He's like,
hey, but Prakash's got a good point. Now, Zach made that post saying that he's taking Bruce's car, out for a spin or whatever.
He was being really nice to Alan Horn because of the Alan Horn news of him being brought back on as a consultant for WB, because Alan Horn is the one that gifted Zack Snyder. So he was like, yo, I still got that gift. Mm-hmm. So that to me just shows a level of respect that Zack has toward Alan. And yes, it does have a double meaning, that and yo, I'm here if you want me.
And we got Axel Droga with the 5 Australian currency.
Yeah.
Super chat. I don't know what you call it over there.
They're called didgeridoos.
No, yeah, the 5 didgeridoo currency. Thank you, Mr. Axel Droga. He says, and what if Batman sees Mara and he remembers her from the nightmare? That'd be interesting. Like
He's like, you're the one that put poo on the bed.
Wow.
Australian dollars. It's true. I mean, that'd be kind of cool if when he saw Mara that he was like,
look, he has
appeared. A flashback. What's that?
Oh, Phil, he did his magic trick. I was like, where is he? There he is.
The smoke bomb. Okay, so what is the fuck? Okay, this is the last little segment here. Okay, what does this mean for Aquaman? What does Affleck and Aquaman mean for Michael Keaton's Batman?
I don't think it just means that they swapped him out for this movie, I guess.
That's it.
Yeah. I don't think that means that. I mean,
it even talks about how the Flash is coming out after Aquaman. I mean, look, if their plan went, as planned, this film or the Flash would have come out this summer. Now, and then it would have led to Aquaman and everything else. It would have been in a totally different order.
What that tells me is that they have a lot more work to do on the Flash. Mm-hmm. Because they could have just said, hey, we'll push back the Flash, we'll push back Aquaman 2, and then of course subsequently you'll have Batgirl, but why did they need they needed to change, Batfleck to put him in Aquaman 2 for some reason.
Well,
they were
it
like,
pertains to the story. If it is what
I think it has something to do with the Flash.
Maybe. I mean, but if it is what Casey Walter
Why did you say that name?
Oh,
then if it's something
why do you
like
keep saying
that,
that name? Like, just say that guy.
whatever.
That one dude.
That one dude. If it is something like that or similar to, then it's an integral part of the story that you can't get rid of, because if you cut the scene out, they're gonna be like, wait, how do you figure this out?
Yeah, right.
Unless you go back and
But
shoot
what I'm really saying though is that why are they continuing to push the flashback further than Aquaman? What's the reasoning for that? What do they have to do to that movie that they had to fucking change the lineup, the setup, the release? I know the both stories don't really depend on each other. They're different. Batman has a role. They had Keaton. They have Keaton and Ben Affleck that basically probably did the same exact scene. So they have two different alternate cuts of the same thing. But it's like, what is going on with the Flash? That's more important to me.
I mean, when they made the choice,
I was just gonna say, if they reshoot anything for the Flash, they got to track down Ezra Miller first.
Oh, I think they probably got an ankle bracelet on him.
And guys, let's welcome Allie Brooks to the show. What's going on, Allie?
What up?
Hey! So, Allie, we're talking about the whole Ben Affleck coming back to shoot a scene for Aquaman. There's the picture right there. Oh, yeah.
Allie was like,
oh, I was so excited. I jumped on and made a video like immediately.
Yeah, I saw the video. If you guys haven't done so yet, check out Super Hive DC over on YouTube. She has a video about the whole Ben Affleck cameo. Now, the thing too is that, like,
personally, and she was like,
he was there in studio. but the thing about this though is that when they decided to push the Flash to next year and reshuffle all their movies, right?
Mm-hmm.
Do you think conversations then were had about, well, what about the Keaton scene? What are we gonna do? Or you think they're just fucking haphazardly just reshuffling these movies and trying to figure out as they go? Because that wouldn't have made any sense if you made a decision but didn't have Ben already on board to do a scene. You see what I'm saying? Like, oh, we're gonna reshuffle them. Well, what about that Keaton scene? That we really need that scene. I don't know. Figure it out. You see what I'm saying? Like, was this thought out ahead of time, or you think this is just kind of happening as we go?
Are you asking me?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sure. Why not?
I didn't know if you had already talked about that with everyone else. I was wondering the same thing. Like, that was my thought too. Was like, since it was pushed back and everything else was pushed back, and hey Droga, I wondered the exact same thing. Like, was this a change that was made more recently? Was it? I wondered the same thing. I can't help but think that if the movies hadn't been, like, if their release dates were all the same, if none of them had been pushed back or changed, I can't help but think that this wouldn't have happened if they were still. I don't know. I feel like it's probably not a coincidence.
If the Flash film had already released this year, then the Batfleck scene being reshot would not have happened, because Keaton would be now and Aquaman has to be in the Flash movie, because there has to be some sort of interaction with him and Michael Keaton's version of Bruce Wayne for the audience to be like, oh, they know each other, and now, okay, I get it. So Aquaman he's in the Flash in some capacity.
Because I wonder too how it's going to affect the Flash movie, and I don't know. I'm happy regardless that he's going to be in Aquaman, because I didn't see that coming. Like, that was pretty unexpected to me.
Yeah, I'm so much happier knowing that Ben Affleck will be in Aquaman instead of Michael Keaton. And I love Michael Keaton. Yeah. Don't get me wrong, but if I can get more Affleck, I'll take it. There goes Prakash Swain with another 100 rupee super chat. Ryan, you want to go ahead and read this one?
Snyderverse is being restored, according to Prakash. Just like they ruined and reshot JL to become Justice League. Why did you say that name? Now their mess movies are going to be fixed.
Why did you say that name?
Sorry, I wasn't.
That's my wild theory that I hold to myself. That is only mine and no one else's.
Yeah! That was legitness. Yeah, it was, huh?
Yeah, no, I'm, Prakash, be as hopeful as you can. I want to see more. I need to see more evidence of it actually being restored than just like, oh yeah, it's like where the hell is Integrity 101? That shit's inevitable.
It's inevitable.
Yeah.
It's inevitable.
Yeah.
It's inevitable. Jake Casale's back. Batman.
You mean Andrew? Yeah.
Who's this guy? Is this John Casale?
John
Connor
Casale.
John Connor. Hello,
But-
John Connor.
Okay, so if Prakash is right, okay, now let's just say, what if they're
John
doing-
McClane.
John
John McClane.
Mr. John McClane.
Whoa, that was fucking good. That was
Thank
good.
you.
That's good.
If they're doing what they did to the theatrical cut of Justice League, do you think that's a possibility that now they're trying to adjust everything and not tell you? But to me, the fact that they have Keaton in contract, in Batgirl, in the Flash, I mean, you think they're really going to tell him like, hey, you know what? We changed our minds. We're going to have you in the Flash, and we're not going to use you in Batgirl anymore. I mean, I don't know. I mean, it's possible.
The only problem that I see here, and hold on, let Q have his day. I don't want your money.
I don't have that clip.
Oh, you ain't got it? What the fuck, man?
You don't
It's only on the phone nerds, I think.
Oh man, should have had that.
Hold on, everything's gonna change up in a second here. Woo! Hold on, I think it's in here.
Oh, watch your money. I want Aquaman.
I don't have it. Ryan, are you?
Yo,
able to
I'll
upload
tell
it?
you right now.
No. You don't let anybody else have those permissions because you're
that's
afraid that everybody's
bullshit.
going to ruin the
That's
show.
Whoops.
No, but
fake-
that
fake
that
news.
drop. That's no matter what happens throughout that entire drop. The funniest part is
He's got that. He's got that look like, like I'm so pissed. Like, why? You know.
Nah,
All right,
man.
you killed my daddy.
I'd say from what we've been talking about just recently, and I remember, I think it was Ryan just a few minutes ago. You were saying why is like they pushed the Flash to dead last. I think it's so. I think they're look.
Why is it? Why?
I think that they might be of the mind like, if we got 30 days, we can change it up if we need to. Let all these other movies play out firsthand. And if we need to change something in the Flash because of fan reaction, we can do it in 20 days. I know I just said 30, but that's their
He's shortening the timeline.
They're like, the Flash comes out when? Oh, we could definitely insert this person in and take this person out. It's not a problem. We try to do it before. And then they cue fucking, Justice League 2017.
I don't think What's that?
I said, then they cue, we could do whatever we want. We could take a mustache out. And then they cue Justice League 2017. We're all just like,
The thing about it is if they're going to rework the Flash.
Okay, relax.
Okay, yeah,
Get it.
if they're going to rework the Flash because they put that to the end, they're like, let's push that headache out a little bit because that one's going to start messing with timelines. If they're going to mess with the movie, then the story, like usually the same thing happened with Justice League. The story gets muddied. The story gets foobarred, right? So if they try it, and this is the issue that it can happen is that if they try to course correct again in the movie and just sort of add things and try to rework it, it might come out as incoherent and people would be so upset, like, oh man, why are you correcting it this way? Now the movie sucks. Release the Muschietti, cut or whatever.
The Muschietti cut. But here's the thing too, though, is that we saw the reaction that Ben Affleck got. I mean, the reaction from the fans that Affleck was getting upon his return.
Chef, man.
Hey, it's a Muschietti.
Made him into an Italian chef. I'm like, bro, what?
All those tweets had like so many likes and so much interaction, more than Keaton got, unfortunately. But my point is that if he comes, if this happens, which is going to happen in Aquaman 2, and it's a success, do you think they start to say, okay, wait a minute, and imagine if Ben Affleck says, yeah, I'll come back for Batman, like let's do it. Do you think there's a chance that they'll be like, okay, look, that's what we're going to do. We're going to leave Keaton in his own universe and then make changes to the story? Or do you think if they do that, it's going to make a mess, like Ryan was saying?
Yeah.
then you're gonna have Pattinson, Batfleck, and Keaton like all.
But you
separate.
already do though. That's the thing. Like, I mean, you basically
Well,
already do.
I guess we already kind of already do. But aren't they trying to? Well, yeah, I guess that's true.
Yeah.
Unless the only thing that they could be doing or whatever, which is still the stupidest thing, would be okay. We're gonna replace Ben, but we'll do it at the end with the Flash, and then you have Batgirl comes out after that, and then you have Blue Beetle, and then you have whatever else they have after that.
40 plus writers.
Yes. A lot of people.
I did see that. And I was like,
what could be more bad?
What could be more bad?
Forever.
Who's bad?
Hey, Ellie, you got that beat? Ordered you the large drink. Jesus,
Wow!
It's almost empty.
I know, right?
I'm almost used. I bring my drink up and I'm like,
well,
I know.
That's so I can make sure I'm drinking enough water without refilling.
She pulled that off of
by Gold's Peak.
She pulled that one off of one of those sparklet coolers. She's like, "That's mine now."
That's mine. But I mean, look, it's just, do we think the possibilities out there that they were going to, again, course correct based on the fan reactions to these movies and to these characters? Is there a possibility that course correction might take place if they get a big enough demand for it?
I mean, I don't know. I'll just say this, and look, if this sounds blasphemous, I can give $2.
Damn.
Honestly. When the first news came out, and this was over 2 years ago, when we got all this news, and they were talking about this and this and that, and they were talking about Michael Keaton. Yes, as Michael Keaton fans, you were excited, but once more news came out, you were like, slim the fuck down, chill the fuck out. Yeah. We can give two motherfuckers. I can guarantee you, every Michael Keaton purist, raise your fucking hand and then say, you want him to be your Batman going forward. Your fucking hand. Nobody wants that shit. Just let's be very, very clear.
Yeah,
we like to see Michael Keaton back in the Flash. That was a fire idea. They showed the suit, the little shit. We saw it all. We were like, yes. Then they were like, going forward, this is the Michael Keaton. We all were like, kick rocks, motherfucker, because you got it.
I didn't say that.
Kick rocks, I will say it right now.
Kick rocks, Mister.
This is bullshit.
Get out of here! Nobody wants him to be the Batman in the new universe.
If anything, I would have said like, look, if Ben did not want to do it, I would have said keep the integrity of that version of Batman. Just recast him with somebody who does would like to play the role.
Yeah,
but I don't want a 70-year-old Batman unless you're gonna do Keaton with Batman Beyond and make that a separate thing.
Yes,
then okay,
yes.
cool.
Is there
Old man Keaton? Old man Wayne.
But see, they've already filmed these scenes of Keaton's Batman interacting with J.K. Simmons. So now we're fucked.
What I'm saying is,
that
stuff is done.
Now we're fucked.
That stuff is done. I'm saying when the news came out, we can all universally agree that once they said going forward, this is the Batman in our in this universe. Get the fuck out of here! Like none of us were excited about that. None of us. Threw up and cheered.
Well, they were like
to piggyback off.
Yes. Nobody said that.
To piggyback off Anthony's point, the only people who are really excited to see Michael Keaton's Batman are the ones going, I love Michael Keaton's Batman. I don't care if he's 7 years old. They were the same people going, man, Ben Affleck's too old to be Batman.
Yes.
No, they were like, Henry Cavill's too old to be Superman. What idiot fucking said that?
And look, man, much love Michael Keaton.
I can name a few.
The first time I saw
I know a person's name who said that, but I won't say it though.
Yeah, I know you won't say it, but I know the idiot. Anyway, I mean, they were like, okay, old man Keaton is DCEU. Young man Batman is Pattinson. They were like, you got both bases, and they'll be satisfied with Batman.
See, but here's the thing: is that the idea of could they
I would
bring...
say fucking 3. I would say
what?
I would say have Batman Beyond with Terry McGinnis with Michael Keaton. Let that shit fucking live. Ben Affleck's version of Batman, let that live. And Pattinson, let him do his.
But they've already filmed scenes for Batgirl where he's interacting with J.K. Simmons.
What I'm saying is, I understand that totally. That stuff's already done. What I'm saying is, going back just not even a couple of years, when we all heard the announcement that they're going to make Keaton the Batman going forward, we were all on the same fucking page.
Yeah.
No, that just does not work with what
it doesn't. It does not work.
No, it
Doesn't
just doesn't.
jive.
No
No.
disrespect to
No.
Keaton. That's my bro. Let me tell you something. When I saw him on screen in Batman '89, the first time I saw that movie, I was fucking done.
It
I
was one of the movies where I went back multiple times to the theater.
I've seen that movie 1,000
6
times.
months later,
Oh, yeah.
in December, I got it shit on VHS. I wore that shit
You
out.
got it shit on.
Yes.
Watch it anymore.
But as far
because it
as
was all
movie-
grainy because all the times that I'd watch that movie
Yes.
and put it in the
So
rewinder.
my statement does not mean no love to Keaton. That's not what this means. It means going forward in this universe.
Hold up. Edits. What's up?
Hey, what's good, homie?
Zaslav seeing the DCEU for the first time. This is BS.
Probably, probably. No, I hope no. Probably he probably saw Zack Snyder.
What's up, Cylon?
Like,
Hey, let me give him this. Edits.
yeah,
Thank you for the super chat, and just because you said it,
This is bullshit.
you guys figure this out. I'm getting some coffee.
He got
Tyler
screened.
Scotty chimes in, says, my main worry about this now is that sure, Batfleck is back for Aquaman and the Flash, but if he's not going to get his own movie or Justice League sequel, what's the point? On his question. Okay, Phil, good. You're a Batman, and Andor's not, but you're a Batman aficionado. You're the
why are you looking like that?
primary
What?
primary Batman fan.
I am primary.
This is bullshit.
I am primarily a Batman fan. Yes, I will say, Scotty. I will say this. What's the point? The point is he's back, and if he's back, he's obviously feeling comfortable to return in any capacity, despite the fact that he said he quit. Let's not forget, Michael Keaton walked away from the role once upon a time 30 years ago. Christian Bale walked away from the role 10 years ago, and both actors have said on more than one occasion they would return under specific certain circumstances. Ben Affleck, on the other hand, didn't quite say he'd return under certain circumstances, but obviously he feels competent and capable enough to come back. Whether or not he comes back after the Aquaman and Flash remains to be seen, but that opportunity could very well be on the table, depending on what happens after the Flash and a couple other movies.
Yeah,
And there,
That's
and there
what I
you
will
have
say.
it.
I think what's the point
Good answer,
is
man.
that he's a team player, and I think that he generally cares about of course he got money, but of course I think he cares
also
about
think,
Jason and
like,
Jason's property and all that, and sure, I'll help you out.
I also think that after the resounding love and amount of admiration people gave him for the Snyder Cut, he was a hell of a lot more open to come back to the role in certain capacities as well. I think that absolutely had a factor into it.
It was a fantastic version of Batman compared to the travesty that was Justice League.
It was arguably one of the most comic accurate adaptations of Batman, right next to Robert Pattinson's version of the character.
Yeah,
I wouldn't go that far. I would go that it was better than Robert Pattinson's version.
That's fine.
Yeah,
I think they're on
that's
equal
where-
footing. It just, they're two different comic book versions of Batman. One's a detective,
didn't have
one's
a
a
problem
tactician, Justice League leader.
Yeah, I did not have a problem with Pattinson's portrayal of Batman. I didn't think that was really an issue at all.
That's going off. You work at Arby's now? Man, let me get some of them fucking curly fries.
I was just gonna say the same thing. Let me get some curly
do
fries.
Do you do what's it? Grubhub? You Grubhub and I'm showing off. Fucking, I'll send you my address
DoorDash?
real quick. Yeah, DoorDash. I'm hungry.
What's the plan, Ann? Where
Fair
the curly
enough.
fries at?
But I mean, look, look, he's gonna be in the movie because if it fit, and so my point is that they went out of the way to make sure that it fit continuity, that they put Affleck in the scene because he's in that continuity at that time. Because what's his face, Keaton has not shown up yet in their continuity, right?
Mm-hmm.
And the scene, like I said, is probably important enough for you. It has to be in the movie some way or another. You don't have Silas Stone because he's dead, but I mean he's alive in the other version. But depends on which way you want to go with that. So to me, it makes sense. Hey, look, let's bring him in. See if we'll do the scene. That way, we don't have to revamp, reshoot other scenes to make sense of it. Because I mean, how is he going to figure it out? Aquaman's not a scientist. He has no way of figuring it out. The only other person he knows that can figure this out is Cyborg.
And
But
Cyborg's
for a
probably
fact they're
not
not
gonna
going
be
to
in the
bring back Ray Fisher. And then
Okay, I'm glad you brought that up because in the event Walter Hamada's ass gets canned within the next couple of months, there's a possibility that Ray Fisher would be more than willing to opening back up to coming back and filming something for Cyborg, for either Flash, Aquaman, Blue Beetle, what the fuck ever.
I mean,
but
if
whether or not it actually happens, I don't know.
To think that, you know, that they could bring back Ray Fisher for the Flash, okay? If they went that direction, I'm not saying it's going to happen, but I'm saying hypothetically, if they were to bring him back, I don't want to bring it so bad. If they were to bring him back, it makes you wonder how much they'd have to revamp the story. Is there a role then they'd have to cut out because, okay, instead of you doing it, now it's going to be you doing it. You know what I mean? So we don't.
That'd be a big thing to do.
That'd be a big thing. It's like, you know.
Because like with Aquaman, if they already had Batman scenes, then that's different because they're kind of just like.
What?
We're offering cul-de-sacs now.
Does that mean a bag with like chicken nuggets and fries? Is that what you call a cul-de-sac, or what are we doing?
You don't stay away from my curly fries.
Whoa.
But we'll see.
Yeah, it would be different to add
at the end of the
Cyborg.
day, I want more Affleck. I'll take it however I can get it. I really actually hope they're making a course correction in terms of like saying, hey, you know what? This is really popular. We need to go back to this guy. But I don't know. I mean, I think it would have been cool
if there's a course correction. How would you fix the Flash?
The only way that I can think of
fix the Flash.
Just don't release it.
Well,
No.
because look, there's two Barrys in the Flash, right?
Yes.
One's younger and one is the current one.
What the fuck I thought you said?
Well, okay.
You said two berries. I was like, what? A cherry and like, what the fuck? You said two berries. I was like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Two berries and a cherry.
I got you.
A strawberry and a schnozberry.
So
Yes.
I mean, but
I like
it
that.
sounds like at the end of the movie, he's going to create a whole new timeline where I guess he's the only Barry that exists in that timeline. If he wasn't, if the other Barry still existed, then if there was a scene where Batfleck shows up saying, you know, you got to find us, we're stuck here, Barry, and then he takes off into the Speed Force to try to find him, then you can say, okay, that universe that he left is still going, but now he's going back to the other universe to save Affleck and everybody else. And so how would you connect that to, you know, Zach's movie? The only way I can think of is that if he went to an alternate, what?
A Dingleberry. That wins.
Dingleberry. There we go. But the only way that you can connect it again is if he traveled using the Speed Force to go to where Affleck was at, that he would arrive in Zach's nightmare future. And so the Flash that we see in the nightmare scenes, or in the nightmare scene in Zack Snyder's Justice League, that's actually the Flash from the Flash movie. You see what I'm saying? So he would travel there, and then that's where he would end up is in the nightmare future. That's the only way that I can see them connecting the storylines together. I'm sure there's a much better way of doing it, but that's the only way I can see doing it. Ryan, I know you have something on your mind. What do you want to say? Because you unmuted your mic.
Yeah, I do.
He's got nothing. Okay, so I mean, that's the only way I can see it. And then that would leave it to where, but then you're going to confuse a lot of fans because a general audience, especially because then you're going to have Keaton and Batgirl and what's ever happening in that world on a separate timeline. I just don't know if people will be able to tell the difference or know what the fuck is going on.
It just depends. I mean, they might be able to do to Batgirl what they've done with Aquaman, just on a little bit larger scale. Because I know Batman is not going to have a huge role in Batgirl. He's going to be in it, and he will have interaction with.
We are in the alternate timeline.
J.K. Simmons, the alternate timeline. Yeah. That's the only thing I can think of is that he sets up the new timeline, and then at the end, when he sees Affleck, he suits up and he takes off in the Speed Force to try and save him, and that would open the window saying, "Hey, now we can go back and do Zach's storyline because now that Flash is going back to his original continuity, and we can finish the story." If they don't do that, then I don't know. I don't know how you. Oh fuck! He found me. Shit. I know I was live. God damn it. Ray Fisher is not coming back to play Cyborg, and we offer him a role in the Flash movie. Okay, thank you, Walter, for that breakdown. Thank you for that.
Well, clear out your office now, Walter.
Yeah, you're on your way out. What is this?
Barry Auctioneer. I like Dingleberry better.
How do you say it?
I have no idea. I ain't even gonna try
Anthony,
to pronounce
do you
it.
know? Do you know how to pronounce this?
Yeah, he does.
Yeah, he's laughing.
I can't say it. Ochin. Okay.
McAuckner? Barry McAuckner? Oh, fucking damn it!
Anthony's like, just keep saying it out loud. You get it.
Hashtag restore my career.
Oh man.
Yeah, okay, we read that already. Okay, so I mean, look, that's the only way that I can see them doing it. I don't know if you guys have any other theories about how they could reconnect to the Snyderverse and essentially have two timelines going at the same time. I think that'd be really cool. One timeline going on HBO Max, one timeline going on in the theaters.
Yeah.
I think that'd be the easiest way to
But they've
break
already
them up.
said that Batgirl's going to be in the theaters.
That's true. Well, yeah. So then that would be in the theater, but like the other, I don't know. It's such a mess, dude. The fact that
it's the question that I can't remember who asked it earlier. As far as saying like, what would you change? Who knows yet, man? Like the movie doesn't come out like with the Flash. Like it
We know so much and know nothing at the same time.
Exactly. So like you're like, what would you change? I don't know. The movie's fucking. I haven't even seen a trailer for that bitch yet, except for that weak shit they showed. Just a bit ago. So like, yeah, it's like when it comes to the Flash, it's like zero expectations for the movie just because we've seen a lot of shit we don't know, and like the stuff I even mentioned where I was like, maybe they'll change some shit considering audience response to these and this move. Or what you guys have been saying, other moves have been made, and there's just like stuff that's out there that you're like, what are they going to do with this movie? And I'm still going to stick to, I think that the reason it got pushed to the very end of the current slate is because they think that if something very significant happens, they could change something and they could do it and it wouldn't be noticed, which we're all fucking veterans in that shit. If the shit doesn't look good, we're going to notice. We're going to notice when it's trash. So, like, I don't know what the thing is, but, like, them pushing the Flash to the very end of the slate, what is it, June now? It's June, right?
Yeah.
June 23rd.
Yes. So, if they're going to change anything in that movie, considering what happens with Black Adam, Shazam, or Aquaman coming out before it, if they're going to be like, oh, they didn't like that character, yo, let's take him out of the Flash. We're going to notice because we're not dumbasses. We've been watching movies for a long time.
That's what I'm afraid of, is the Flash going to become like another Franken movie where they're just pulling stuff out, putting new stuff in.
Yo, like I said, why do you push it so far away?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Why they pushed it far away?
It's supposed to come out like now, like
yes,
November. That's what I mean. You're telling me that the
yeah.
Flash has more CGI scenes than Aquaman?
No, there's no fucking way.
There's no fucking way.
No, there's no
the only way
way.
I can think of is that they pushed it as far out as they did because they want to have time to figure this out. You see what I'm saying? Like that's what it feels like. I could be dead wrong, but I'm just saying that's kind of
what I was just saying. Like that's the feeling I have. You push it to way past the. It's in, like we said, late June. I think they feel as though if they need to make changes narratively or whatever, considering what audience response is to what these things, other factors come into it, they think they can do it and nobody's going to fucking notice. I don't think that's a possibility. I think if they change one too many things in the Flash, we're going to watch it and be like, fuck am I watching right now?
Exactly.
Plus,
you're like, what's happening?
Plus, if the date sticks and they don't move it again, they're going to have to start promoting it and showing trailers and showing stuff like that 2 months in advance. And then it's like, what are they just going to do? It's going to be the same. Yeah. You notice, you can tell when last minute changes are being made, especially because it's not like, oh, the movie comes out next month. Here's the first trailer. No. Like they're going to start promoting it. And I feel like they're going to try to push
what did you say? June 23rd, right?
June 23rd. That's right.
So at least
they're gonna want to try to
June
show
3rd,
something,
which is my birthday. That's that doesn't mean anything. But I'm just
next
saying,
year
by the
is
first
going to be
week
the
of
year of
June-
heroes.
Okay, relax. They already tried that. That shit
Yeah, they already tried that, and you know what happened with that? This is what happened. They
By
just
far the
fucking
best use of that
botched
drop
that.
ever. That shit
if
was funny.
Aquaman comes out in the first few months of the year or whatever,
Yeah.
wouldn't you want to have something to show with that to promote the next movie?
Yeah.
Like,
If
it's
you're
coming
having a
out in the
DC
summer,
fandom, you have to promote Aquaman and the Flash. You can't just pretend
Yeah.
like it's not there.
they didn't even
Like they
mention
did
them at Comic-Con, so it's like they're gonna have to. And I feel like with the Flash, I'm sure they understand. I'm sure they are aware of.
Okay, relax.
No.
This is not
No.
Spider-Man: No Way Home.
Is it
Oh,
There it is.
damn, you got clapped, whoever you are.
Jerry Casale or
Yeah, Jason Casale.
James Casale. What is
Well,
it?
okay,
Jeremy Casale.
Jeremy Casale.
Giordano.
Jeremiah Casale. What's
Okay.
going on?
Janet.
Whoa. Get out.
Okay,
Chill.
so what we're
Grace,
gonna do
what are
now-
you doing, Grace, you wanted to ask your question. You got a question, Grace.
Whoa. She's here.
that's-
Make sure you
that's
like
right
and subscribe, Grace. Like and subscribe.
"Oh,
Everyone's
I
watching.
will."
Everyone's watching right now. Make sure you smash the like button and subscribe to the channel, please. That'd be awesome. And leave a comment in the comment section below.
Yes,
Do you
do
think
so,
Ben
do
Affleck
so,
coming
do
back
so.
is going to change things for the DCEU and is the Snyderverse restored? Look, I love that he's back. I do. I don't think the Snyderverse is restored by him being in this movie, but again, baby steps. I think that it's a good step in the right direction to at least do that. But let's go to some Flash leaks. Now, guys, I warn you, we are going to be treading on spoiler territory. So, without further ado, spoilers are coming. So, we're going to go to the Flash leaks that came out recently to see what we think about these spoilers. In fact, since it is kind of a leak, I think we have to do what's up.
Hold on. I'm seeing some of the comments about. No, I actually meant the opposite. I'm not taking digs at Toby. I meant the opposite. Like Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield were the main reasons we wanted to see No Way Home. I don't see that being
Are you
the
talking
same
about Jake
thing.
and Sally?
Oh, I love Tobey Maguire's my favorite.
Hey,
now.
Yeah,
it's a bot.
Yeah, his
No,
name's
no. People are saying no, that I'm taking digs at Toby.
No.
I meant
No,
like the
no.
opposite.
Yeah, ignore Jacoby Brissett, man.
Jacoby Brissett.
No,
Jacoby
Keith
Casale.
Singer, I meant the opposite. Yeah. No. It's not gonna. Yeah, Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield were the main reasons I wanted to see it.
If you want to get to Super Hive, you got to go through me.
Now he's off camera because he wants to eat.
Yeah,
I've been eating, y'all.
I know. So then why go off camera? It doesn't matter anymore.
I do.
Okay, so here we go, guys.
Fucking meat sacks.
Let's take.
All right, Bill.
Let's go.
Just laughing at my own jokes. No big deal.
All right, here we go. Flash leaks. This starts a new segment called Legit or Bullshit.
All new, all improved, all knowing. You can connect with the Psychic Friends Network. Take out your cell phone and text the word future to 22428. You will be connected instantly to your very own gifted personal psychic friend. Text the word future to 22428. Satisfaction guaranteed.
Wow. Okay, here we go. So here he is. This is from DC Syndicate. Okay. Hashtag Sandman on August 5th. Woo! More on the Flash movie. Info. Spoiler alert. Okay. Do I have a spoiler one? Here it is. It says Love and Thunder. Whoops.
Once again, I'm prepared. Somebody give him a fail real quick.
Why? Because they didn't have a banner ready? That's bullshit. I'm doing you guys a favor. There. Save and ticker.
Huh?
There we go. And then he doesn't even clip it. He lets it play through.
That's so funny.
Okay, so here it is. This is the Flash spoiler leak. Okay,
I hadn't seen that yet. The holy shit, that was hilarious. All right, go ahead.
Phil, you want to take this one?
Is it Nikolai or Nikolaj? I can't.
Nikolaj.
Nikolaj Coster Waldu cameo is non-consequential to the plot line. He's just one of those dudes from whom Barry steals a hot dog while speeding. Same happens with Muschietti's cameo towards the end of the film.
So what's the point? I don't understand why he'd be in it then. He's also best known as who, Anthony?
Yo, that's fucking Sir Jamie. You know what I'm saying? From
Jamie
Game
Lannister.
of Thrones. Jamie Lannister,
Badass.
the one arm, the Kingslayer.
Kingslayer.
Hey.
Okay, here we go.
Bro, he's so savage. He tried to kill the king in the first season.
Yeah, he did. The Flash still, is a Barry Allen film. It's about his desire to change the past and bring back his mom, and also prove his dad's innocence. And there's some shots of who's been playing the mom and the dad from Office Space.
Wow, I didn't
Ron
know
Livingston.
I've never seen the mom.
Go back.
Yeah, I've never seen the mom.
Yeah, dude, that's fire.
Who is this lady? I've never seen.
She plays the mom.
No shit. What else has she done?
I'm just saying.
You can go look it up. You have a computer in front of you.
Let's say
You do it
Google
for me.
exists. It is a thing.
It's
Yo,
a real
let me
thing.
look up Google
man, hold
Images.
up. Don't just glide by like this.
No,
I can
I've
confirm this
never
is
seen
true.
a storyline where it shows his mom actually
Cleavage.
investigating the case, though.
No, this is a scene from something she filmed. This is not from the Flash.
I thought it was the Flash, dude. You got
Neither is that from the Flash. That's from like a
I
mod
know
movie.
that's not, but I just thought that I was like, yo, wait, what?
No, I think she was in an episode of something. And there
Oh,
it is.
thank you.
Dude, I was
Yeah.
about to say, yo, they going that in depth.
He
Okay,
was in
there
that
we go.
one thing, you know.
Okay, Ryan, this is your favorite scene. You take this
There
one.
it is.
Oh man,
You're gonna get it. They're gonna be falling like it's gonna be like a baby commercial of like Huggies or.
Just read
or
the
something.
fucking thing.
All right. The Flash movie opens up with a literal baby shower scene. In the scene, we see Barry replenishing his energy snacking on food while saving a bunch of falling babies.
Hello, no.
Agoo. That's what they're gonna say. They're gonna,
Goo goo.
agoo.
It's
It's gonna be the hot dog scene, but instead of hot dogs, it's gonna be babies.
I'm going to reiterate the same thing that happened when this first came out a year and a half ago. And Ryan sent it to me. I remember. I'll never forget it, and I'll be like, "Are you fucking kidding me right now?" So you're telling me if he eats one too short a hot dog and his injury isn't quite all right, 2-3 babies hit the pavement. Get the fuck out of here with this scene. Get out of here.
Dude.
Watch, they're gonna make
This
look.
is
They're
so
gonna make it look
stupid.
beautiful. They're gonna make it look beautiful on screen. It's gonna be fucking along the lines of one of the best comic book movie scenes I've ever seen, which is Quicksilver and fucking Days of Future Past. That shit's fire scene. They're gonna go with that.
But
with
what if the
this.
Flash didn't exist and these babies would just splat on the
Exactly,
ground?
exactly.
Like that's
fucking,
you know what?
I've never been on board with this scene.
Never.
Again,
And I
Ryan.
know
Ryan.
what's gonna happen. It's
Never.
gonna be
Spoil the scene. What's gonna happen with the babies?
It's gonna be like
Yeah.
They are.
Yes, that's it.
You
Yeah.
know?
They're gonna be laughing.
Yeah, they're gonna be having fun. Of course, in this picture, the baby looks fucking crying.
He's like, ah!
And then you got 1, 2, 3, 4 babies I count on here so far.
Harvey's manager.
Babies.
Babies! They're babies! Ah! Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle 2, Secret of the Mutants.
Oh,
there
yeah,
he's
yeah,
getting ready to see the babies. Okay, so the
You
next
do
one,
Bush
Anthony. Right here, Anthony.
Bring it up. Let me see it.
Click on Le Tweet.
You got to bring it up so I can see it because I can't see it.
Click on the bottom right.
Oh, there we go. Yeah. It says Keaton sure plays an integral supporting character to Barry. Keaton is amazing. Sasha Calle plays Kara Zor-El, aka Supergirl. Kara is mainly there to battle it out with General Zod. As the final battle sequence is happening during the Man of Steel timeline, get the fuck out of here. That's not in there, but I added that to speak.
This is what we're gonna get.
Yep.
And I get it that she's in the Man of Steel timeline because in this universe, this is what happens.
Yeah.
That's a fact, Jack.
I'm still
I'm not gonna
I
pull
still
back.
don't know about this. Like, I don't know how is that gonna.
It's funny,
I don't know.
man, because I think Alan, we all feel the same way about it. Like,
so, like-
but at the same time, like we're gonna have to accept it at some point. It's so
You do
it's
it.
so maddening. Like we're gonna, God damn.
I want to be wrong. You know what I mean?
Yes,
like,
I do too.
I want this to be a case where it's like, you know what? We were all freaking out and like for nothing, because
I mean, I'm happy General Zod's coming back. That's awesome. But
well, yeah, that's what it is. It's like this
The
double-sided.
capacity is coming back in though.
It's like this double-sided thing where it's like, oh, it'd be cool to see him again, but then how's that gonna fit in? Like, are they just trying to put stuff in there? I mean, granted, okay, it's not a bad thing if they're using events that happened in, what we call the Snyderverse as fans. You know what I mean?
Right.
Man of Steel, BVS. Of course, we want to see that we don't, because one of the complaints or one of the things that we don't like is that WB was like, we're going to try to get as far away from this as possible. We don't want to even make, Justice League was like, you couldn't even, there was pretty much all that happened in Justice League that they had to acknowledge that happened in BVS was that Superman died and then he had to come back. There were so many significant things in BVS, the Nightmare thing. They didn't even want to acknowledge that. They just wanted to try to distance themselves as far as possible. And at least with the Flash, we could say, okay, if this is happening, at least we're like, okay, they're not trying to, we know, okay, this is from Man of Steel, which is cool. But at the same time, how is I don't know. It's just, I guess it's hard to know how it's really going to fit in with the whole movie because it seems like there's just so much that's going to be going on in this movie. And
well, according to Ann Sarnoff, this movie sounds as bad as our buffalo chicken sliders.
But I don't see I don't know if it was is it really necessary to have Keaton?
Yeah, she did scoop that. She was totally right.
But you know what though? It wouldn't surprise me if at one point that was what they were going to do. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, no, I think that was.
Know.
I mean, to be honest with you, that seems very plausible. That they were like, okay, we're just going to replace Henry by making Kara the one that landed instead of him.
No, I'm talking about the fucking Grace Randolph.
Oh,
like it wouldn't surprise me if at one point that's what they were kind of contemplating. Like, hey, the Wish Stone, we can do anything.
We can wish away Zack Snyder.
Yeah,
well, Jeff Johns did write that fucking movie, so it wouldn't surprise me in the least.
Okay,
I'm glad they're bringing in Supergirl and everything, but I do not want her to replace Superman by any means.
Yeah, I don't need an addition.
Just bring her in. Yeah.
This is the most controversial one that's been catching a lot of heat. Anthony, you want to read this? Oh, he's not even there. Allie, read this one.
Anthony.
When the space-time continuum starts collapsing, the Flash starts seeing heroes from different worlds. That's when we see CGI'd Adam West, Reeve, Helen Slater, and Linda Carter. There's also a Superman character whose face is blurred, probably to include a new actor. Hell no! Oh my god.
Yeah, no, this makes the most sense because they're blurring him and they're shadowing him, and if it's the same idiots that are doing it, which it is.
I mean, it wouldn't surprise me,
would not surprise me.
Okay, I don't want another faceless Superman. I can see how they want to have these other heroes that we've seen in the past from kind of be there, not long, just it's quick, you just see glimpses of them.
Oh, he left.
You see glimpses of them, but a different person that we've never seen as Superman, that's stupid.
Well, guys, real quick, hold on, Anthony, before you get to that, let's welcome our good friend, Mr. Dawson Weedridge.
Dodson, we've got Dodson here. Nobody cares.
What's up, man?
I've known you for 3 years, and you pronounce it Weedrich still?
What is it? Is it Weedrick?
Yes,
yeah.
Weedrick.
I got nervous. And so,
fake friend.
Yeah, second Warner Brothers.
Fake friend. Okay, so Allie, you were saying, I'm so sorry.
No, it's fine. It's fine. A new actor. So, okay, with all of the other people, okay, that's kind of cool. Like they're paying homage to these, OG, Superman and Batman and all Wonder Woman. But why would we see a different actor for Superman? That doesn't make any sense.
One thing that I heard people talk about was when those rumors of the CGI Christopher Reeve. I saw someone make a video saying, why not just have Brandon Routh? Because he was the continuation of Christopher Reeve's Superman.
He's supposed to be the same Superman, yeah.
Yeah.
That CGI thing of people that are past, I don't
It's
I think they're
distasteful and
if
it's
that's
going to upset
yes.
a lot of people.
It's
I
like
would
if they
rather
did that
see-
in Black Panther, people would catch so much heat for that.
Look,
Oh,
look.
yes.
I think
Like,
that if you're seeing a
don't-
montage of different characters and you see a
Yes.
Christopher Reeve, I don't think it's that bad. It's like, okay, cool. There's Adam West. Cool. I don't think it's that.
But
I just brief
not
glimpses, sure.
CGI. Why don't they just use
Use
stock footage. Stock
Footage
footage
from-
is a thing.
But
Well, I mean,
this is what
they did
bothers
it.
me right here.
Superman
But they did a
movies.
good job with Harold Ramis, Egon Spengler, and Ghostbusters.
Sure.
I don't have a problem with them making a CGI.
Yeah, but that what Egon's
different circumstances.
Egon's wasn't for like a hit piece. It was like
that
Oh,
really
okay,
good.
it was
okay,
like-
okay.
like
Well,
it really
relax,
did. It was there.
Lisa called Jar Jar Binks.
What?
Lisa Jar Jar Binks.
Also, why
Bad vomit.
why CG Helen Slater? She's still alive and she still looks great. Put her back in the suit, bro. If you're gonna use Helen Slater, it says it right there. CG Adam West, Reeve, Helen Slater. You don't even need a CG Linda Carter.
So
She
Linda
still looks
Carter.
awesome.
And
She's
they used her
alive!
in Wonder Woman 84.
This is
Here's an
live.
idea.
Just
Put
the
Nicolas
ager.
Cage. Put Nicolas Cage in a black wig. Put him in a Superman suit.
No,
Something.
no.
Why?
I'm
Why?
from
I'd love to
Krypton.
see that Tim Burton Superman. That'd be cool.
Yo, that slid through that actually. Yeah, like, yeah.
You
I'm a
know,
Nick
let's
Cage
not
fan,
do
but
that.
I would never want him
I
to
grew
play
up in
Superman.
Metropolis.
You. Your name's General Zod. I'm
I just
gonna
don't
hunt
think
you.
it's not necessary to have them be CGI.
Superman.
Right.
But this
Yeah.
last part, though, okay, that's one thing. But this last part, there's also a Superman character whose face is blurred, probably to include.
That
a new
is the
actor.
most bullshit.
It's
that
clearly
dumb.
Nicolas Cage.
So they're gonna make all of the other people obvious, but the current, like, we have a Superman right now, and that's the one that's gonna be like unsure who it is.
It's
Apparently.
I don't
Okay,
know.
let's go to the next one.
This better be a lie.
There's
Okay.
a hilarious scene between President Barry Allen and young Barry Allen where they discuss Back to the Future. In this young Barry timeline, Eric Stoltz stayed on as Marty McFly, and Michael J. Fox went on to be in Footloose. Ezra Miller's nail this scene. Okay, that's plausible.
pop culture reference. I mean, that's pretty on brand for stuff
Time
like
travel.
Yeah.
And we got a $5 Australian super chat
Yo.
from Mr.
Mr. Droga.
Axel Droga. If
What's
there's
up,
no
Droga?
techno union on me, then I'm not going to watch it.
Nah.
Honestly,
You're
this
not gonna watch it because there's not.
And
gonna
just
be a
just for Droga, this is for you.
The Techno Union Army is at your disposal, Count.
it's for me like that Ezra Miller scene. It feels straight ripped out of Endgame, where Don
They had it Back
Cheadle
to the
and
Future
Paul Rudd, yeah, they referenced all the time travel
Time
movies.
travel
It's just
movies.
like, okay,
Yeah.
sure,
This sounds very cliche at this point.
it does.
Okay, this is the last one. Okay, Dawson, since you're new here, go ahead and read this one.
All right,
You're new here.
I guess I'm new here. The last scene of movies.
Dawson, nice to meet you, man.
Yeah, nice to meet you all too. I have no idea who any of you are. Yeah.
All right.
Are you from a different timeline?
Oh, there we go. There we go.
All right, cool. The last scene of the movie is Barry walking into his house after winning his dad's case and noticing flashing computer screens. All of a sudden, Ben Affleck's Batman shows up on them and says, "You have to save us, Barry. We've been trying to get in touch with you. We are stuck here."
Stuck where?
Oh boy.
Stuck in this horrible script.
Not cool. Not cool.
You know what that
I
is?
just don't get it.
That was
sounds
Superman.
That sounds incredibly vague to where, like, oh, we can just write anything and it can fit in this.
Yeah, I don't believe this for a bit.
This is a
I know,
fire
I know,
picture, though.
I know that
Where would
that
they
Andre
be, in the
historically
nightmare?
on the other side. He's like, yeah, come save us. I get it, but I don't believe it.
I mean, I just want an option to bring Affleck back. That's all I want. And if that's how I
Yeah,
can get it,
leave the
fuck,
door
it
open.
sucks.
But then, okay, wouldn't a lot of us assume? I think
Oh, hey, guys,
Very
guys,
original, very original. Yeah.
don't
That's my
miss
name.
out
Yeah.
on seeing and Dawson. He has a big lick coming up, and he'll be
Big Lick
true, he
Comic
does.
Con.
Yeah, he does. He's got a
Big
big
old
lick.
Dick Comic Con. I mean, what?
He's gonna have.
yeah.
Okay, so Dawson,
He's licking something. So maybe
your
you should come and
setup,
see him.
You showed it
He'll lick you.
earlier. You're gonna have posters set up. You're gonna have the cat.
Yeah.
You're gonna have
Yeah.
your kitchen table there. It's gonna be.
You
Yeah,
guys
he
want
has
to see one of the
there.
posters I'm gonna be selling?
Yeah,
Totally
let's
gonna have
see
the
it.
cat, right?
Yeah.
Totally. Yeah.
Everyone had to pick on that cat.
And,
Like, the
and
cat.
guys, he will lick you if you come.
Yeah, I'm glad you called. Ryan is being a little bitch again.
Oh,
Since we're talking about the Flash.
Oh, dope.
Oh, nice. Very nice.
Nice.
Spider Flash.
Yeah, the Speedy Spider.
Dope.
Yep.
Speedy Spider. I wouldn't go with. I would
Spider.
not go with that name.
That's the name that was voted on in the chat of TikTok. So I mean,
no.
it is what it is.
Speedy Spider.
Speedy Spider.
There you go. Let's be honest though, no name would have been suitable for Ryan. He'd have had an issue with any name that I had.
So his alternate name, his alter ego is Barry Barker, right?
Barry Barker.
Why not Barry Parker?
Because
Yeah, why is it Barker?
BB.
Yeah. What's the Barker for? Barry's already one part of the Flash name. Then Parker's the
Barry
other part
Barker, BB. It's always got to be a double, first last name has to be the same letter.
Perry Allen.
Barry Allen.
Perry.
Yeah.
Barry A. Like that's different letter.
Perry Mason.
Bruce Wayne. Clark Kent. Like they're different letters.
Bruce Banner.
Well,
Parker.
David Banner, right? Wasn't it David?
David Banner was only
in the
TV
show. Yep.
Oh, TV show. Okay.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
changed the name.
You're like,
Okay,
let's call
so-
it David, so that we don't run into any sort of conflicts.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then
Bruce is
after
already
all-
taken by Mr. Wayne.
After all those leaks, the first comment on the bottom is what?
Go
I will
fucking
not
weird.
watch
Guys,
this shit.
Oh, there it is.
There it is. It's been said. Okay, guys, what do you think? Do you think any of these leaks hold any legitimacy?
There's no
I
way
think
to
all
know
these
that.
rumors. I think all these rumors are as legitimate as Bob of War.
Aw,
That's cool. I like that.
that's cute.
Oh wait, go back.
Yeah.
That's
That's
cool, dude.
terrifying.
See, now that's
Considering I'm a God
a
of War
good
fan. That's
name.
terrifying.
That's a good name.
It is terrifying.
Yeah.
Yep. You don't want to mess with this minion.
Okay,
Correct.
Ryan,
Just shameless self-plugging.
legit or bullshit?
You can find me on my channel, Zeverfet, every Tuesday.
Oh no! Stop!
Yeah. Look, most of the stuff people come up with is bullshit, and it's fun to talk about, but I don't give a fuck until it actually comes out.
Yeah.
Anthony, what do you think? Bullshit or legit?
That's the shit that nightmares.
Is that Ray Fisher?
Yes.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
what-
Oh,
there
nice.
you go.
Okay.
That's Samantha Wynn.
Yeah, I know.
Is it really?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
sorry.
Yeah, dude. It's
And David Wayne.
hey, yo, you missed the first part of the show. It's weird shit has been happening today. As far as that's
Interesting.
concerned. Yeah.
Maybe we can get Samantha to get Ray on the show.
You know.
Oh my God. We have an in.
We have it in. We have it in.
Yeah, I can't.
All right, you know what? I'll just jump. I'll just get to the bottom of this. Until the movie comes out, at the end of the day, it's all bullshit.
This is bullshit.
Okay,
I
so
agree.
now we're
great
gonna move on to something. I know. Now we're gonna move on to something kind of cool. Something really cool, actually. And you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and call this breaking news. I thought it was really cool. This is the first page of the script of the Ayer cut that was dropped by.
The Snyder cut.
No. The Ayer.
I don't know why you did that for. Okay, so let's see here. Let's see if we can read this. Oh,
That's
oh.
too small.
Oh, yeah, that's a bad small.
That's mad.
Okay, I can read it.
You'll have to read that.
Here we go. God.
And I'm sorry, but you're gonna have to act as Enchantress. Thank you.
Yeah.
Hello. Is that any better?
Not do like this.
Yeah.
Okay, it says interior of a limestone cave. Day.
Like a limestone.
A natural jewel box. 3 explorers with helmets, miner's lights, harness, and ropes cross the cave floor, dwarfed by the giant limestone teeth. Meaning like those little things that come down, June Moon being
Keith?
guided forward by 2 Sherpas. What does that mean?
Guides.
Yeah, guides.
Yes. Mhm.
Later, June has wedged herself inside of a tight chute, preparing her rope for the next leg. She slips, plunging into the darkness. Interior, skull chamber, day. June comes to, her light fading. She's surrounded by hundreds of skulls. Cave bear and human skulls cemented together by a crystalline deposits. Wickedly beautiful. There is an altar. A cave bear holding 2 jars. One female, one male. June grasps the female jar, studies it in her hands. She breaks the wax seal and opens the lid. Black wisps escape from it. June follows them with the
beam of her headlamp.
Beam of her headlight
to the back of the cave.
Do you want to read it? Go ahead.
Where a woman squats with glowing animal eyes. Meet the enchantress. Diaphanous, ethereal, garbed as an ancient priestess, June gasped.
Do you remember me?
Dun, dun, dun. Yes.
I sure
From
do.
my dreams. The hungry ghost approaches June and holds her face.
Now that I've brought you here, my child, you must let me in. I must be real.
Enchantress
There we
brings
go.
her spirits. It's ghost as
you.
if for a kiss. June gasped, inhaling the ghostly enchantress. Enter Arkham Asylum prison ward. Nighttime. I can't.
Nighttime.
Paramilitary thugs
What
in
doors
mass
here?
trade gunfire with the overwhelmed guards. More dead and wounded guards lay on the shiny wax floor. Patients wander through the gunfight.
What is
Thorazine.
What
was that? Thorazine?
Thorazine
Thorazine out of their
medicine.
minds, unsure if it is a hallucination.
You gotta scroll it, man.
I can't read past that.
Oh, I can't. Hold on.
Can't read.
Yeah, put us on the side. Put us on the side.
I can't read good.
Camera pulls back past the bed on its side. A psych patient strapped to it. Crazy eyes darting. He screams and screams, but nothing comes out. That's it.
No,
So at
nothing
least
comes
this
out.
shows you that there is a whole intro with June Moon as opposed to just like a quick little summary
Yeah.
of what happened to her.
Right.
Which sounds so much more interesting.
Yeah.
Yes, it sounds a lot more interesting instead of like a bunch of music and like And then there was this. This is the other one they posted, which is right here. Harley. She goes, "Why the favor, bats? The Joker took something important away from me. It's his turn." He yanks her up, his black cape wiping the frame, and that's when he captures her, under the water, and he does the CPR on her, or he tries to. She kisses him. So this all but confirms that that is what he says, and there have been people who are trying to read his lips during that shot where there's no audio that leaked out. So it says here, "Why the favor, bats? Joker took something important away from me. It's his turn." And the point of this is that he said Jeff Johns took something from all of you too.
Oh, Jeff Johns,
And Jeff Johns changed this. He was like, "No, I don't like that." Although I feel like Ryan would have done the same thing. 'Cause he's a big Nightwing fan.
I
He'd
love
been
Nightwing, but I
like-
understand. Look. I understand why they made it Dick Grayson. Not everybody knows about Jason. Not everybody cares about Jason. He was not a huge character as he is now as Red Hood, and nobody really knows Tim Drake,
which is unfortunate.
So yeah, I mean, Dick Grayson is the one that he's the Robin that everybody knows because it was Burt Ward made him a staple in the culture.
Show. Right.
So,
but interesting though. I mean, this was
and Chris
speculated on for a
O'Donnell
long time.
also Chris O'Donnell.
Yes, Chris O'Donnell.
But this was speculated on for a long time, and now it's essentially confirmed that yes, that's what he does say to her, and they cut that out. It's unbelievable that they cut that out. I mean, does it really matter? I mean, unless you're telling me that Jeff Johns was going to retcon the scene and make this not Dick Grayson.
He was going to change it. That's why they changed the little part in Harley's bio that he killed
That they killed Jason Todd.
Jason Todd, yes. So that was his whole plan, and that's why they greenlit the Nightwing movie before they greenlit the Batgirl movie, and gave it to Chris McKay, and that's shelved.
Yeah,
because
and it makes sense because he was like, "Yeah, no, do a Nightwing movie. We're doing Nightwing." Oh,
yeah, they tried to push that out there, and it didn't.
And then there he is. There he
Fucking
is.
snake.
Okay, so and then you have this is another tweet that was out there I thought was really, really cool. What was that?
What?
It was
this one here.
It was a snake.
No,
So this is Gavin O'Connor's. It had some badass ideas for Suicide Squad 2. Now this was going to be the sequel.
I have other plans.
Yeah, I bet you do. So this is some of the ideas that he had for the sequel to David Ayer's Suicide Squad.
Stallone.
When he was still attached to direct it, yeah.
Right. Phil, you want to take this one?
But while Black Adam was going to be the movie's main villain, there were also going to be a number of secondary threats to combat the Squad. Reports claim that terrorist group Onslaught, who have appeared several times in the comic book source material as foes of the Suicide Squad, that is true, were going to serve as the film's secondary villains, reimagined as a cult that worships Black Adam. I can kind of see that working. Squad was going to be sent after Onslaught to retrieve a kidnapped child who would later be revealed as the reimagining of explosive DC villain Plastique. Okay. Other reports have claimed that Supergirl was going to debut in the film, having been brainwashed by Onslaught to serve as an enforcer. Additionally, both Ben Affleck and Jared Leto were intended to return as Batman and the Joker, respectively. As for other returnees from the first film, you would have had Will Smith as Deadshot, Margot Robbie's Harley Quinn, Joel Kinnaman's Rick Flag, Jai Courtney as Captain Boomerang, Viola Davis, Amanda Waller, Karen Fukuhara as Katana. We're all going to reprise their roles alongside some new recruits for the Squad, including Joe Manganiello's Deathstroke. Fuck.
The more I read about this stuff, the more I just feel robbed. Honestly,
Yeah, no shit, right?
Completely robbed. That's so much better.
Yeah.
I think the weird thing for me, the Suicide Squad. Well, I think the main weird thing about the Suicide Squad is that, like, it's like the same. It's kind of supposed to be the same, but different. Like, it's weird. That I just think it's weird what they did with Suicide Squad, because it's like, first of all, was it really necessary to make another one right now? Secondly,
I agree. like nobody asked for a Suicide Squad movie ever, but
Like,
when
they
they
made
came
a
when they
clear
brought it to us, with David
Yeah.
Ayer, we're like, oh, okay,
okay, fine.
and then they were like, oh, let's do it again.
So they made another Suicide Squad.
which I-
No,
That
but
was
let's make it
No, I
different
think
and let's
it
kill
was-
the characters.
It was not a sequel and it was not a reboot, which was weird.
No.
And then
which confused people even more.
Yes,
exactly, it's
No,
like
it was-
they brand it one way or the other.
I think what it was plain and simply James Gunn stepped at him about making some stuff because he'd gotten fired across the
Disney.
pond.
He got fired
And
they
then
were like, "Hey,
rehired
go
by
get
them.
him.
He
Get
came to
him
them.
now. Get him now.
Well,
You know what I
he
mean?
came to them and they had negotiations. And if look.
I mean,
The
they
rules
offered
are-
him any
Yes,
project.
yes,
They were like,
they
"They
offered
have
him-
anything."
They were so desperate.
They offered
were
him
so
some
desperate.
dire stuff that I would have been disgusted even more if he had a Superman. Is what I heard he got offered. He got offered a lot of
Dude,
stuff.
he
got
walked
offered
in.
the
He got
keys.
offered Superman. He basically got to choose whatever he wanted. Dude chose
Yes,
Suicide
exactly.
Squad.
That's what makes me even more mad.
Because he knew that with the Suicide Squad, he could sell it as an ensemble thing, like all this got the except
Guardian,
for
yeah.
I'll show dicks and shit.
I'll show dicks
Jokes
and
about
shit.
titties.
Yeah.
No, get the fuck out of it. But that's exactly what it was he took that particular thing of the Suicide Squad because he knew like there's certain like liberties he could take with it. Which as far as I know, they gave him all liberties. Like I was like, whoa.
And that's why I don't give him a fucking pass from his his tweets and shit, because he's all about the sex. He's all about the the lewd and crude humor and shit like that. So yeah, I don't.
Which
like,
is fine if you're
Vulgar.
watching The Hangover.
Dude,
exactly.
well,
Yeah.
it's not.
Yeah.
Well, what he did before that wasn't fine. But I mean, him
No,
getting
no,
fired
yeah,
from
yeah,
Disney,
no, you get what I'm
his
saying,
his getting fired from Disney. They were like, let's scoop him up. He made a shit ton of money because that's all they care about. At the end of the day, he made a shit ton of money. Let's bring him over, give him kings to the kingdom, have him do whatever he wants to do. And he was like, I'm going to do the safe thing. I'm going to make a Suicide Squad movie because nobody fucking asked for a second one. But nobody asked for the thing that he brought. I mean, I would have loved to have seen a Will Smith and Kinnaman and all that, and Karen come back and do, give us something better, deeper, whatever than what we got from the theatrical release.
Yeah.
But they didn't. They were like, "Nah, let's go Guardians of the Galaxy. Let's we're still chasing that Marvel money, guys, because they're
Which
so
it didn't make.
fucking
Obscure
short-sighted. They're
characters
stupid.
like fucking the Weasel or whatever his brother.
Yeah,
played.
his brother.
I
And
also
you-
think I also think that Black Adam. I think Dwayne Johnson wanting his own movie also kind of botched any plans they had to have Black Adam be the villain in the Suicide Squad follow-up. I think there's some of that.
I
going on.
can
That
agree
makes
with you.
sense,
I can
yeah.
agree with you, but I would have loved to have had him appear there, and then him have his own.
Right, absolutely. But I think that Dwayne Johnson being
Yes,
Dwayne Johnson
he
was like,
probably was
nah,
like,
I don't want to
no.
do that. I
Which
want
I
my
think
own
is
movie.
fair,
my
though.
own origin.
But that would have made more sense to have the Suicide Squad end up like, that story being why he got freed from his wherever.
Speaking of Black Adam and Dwayne the Rock Johnson, does it
No,
bother
Dawson's
any?
here.
Hello.
Oh, hey, Dawson.
I guess.
Hey.
Does it annoy anyone else that they're trying to label this new thing like the Black Adam DC universe?
I don't care.
I did see that.
Like,
I saw
why?
I think that's more of a slip of the tongue. I don't know what he means by that. I'm just like, I'd better
But
not
it's like
be.
it's just really stupid because like it's DC. Are you gonna have everything surrounding Black Adam? Are you trying to make a cinematic universe that instead of revolving around Superman it revolves around Black Adam? Like, how are you gonna even make that work if that's actually what you're doing? It's I don't know. It
I think
annoyed
that's
me.
like a goofy way of him just kind of emphasizing like the corner of that side of DC
Yeah,
involving like
he's
Shazam and Black
planted his
Adam and
tree.
things like that.
He's planted, he's
Yeah.
planted down and said, I'm going to build this out. And
'Cause
that
not
doesn't mean
only
that,
is
that
he-
everybody has to conform to Black Adam. Like, oh, Black Adam, what's going on in Black Adam? This is my Aquaman 2 movie, but what's Black Adam doing?
But like, not
Yeah, well-
only is Dwayne the Rock Johnson Black Adam, he's also Crypto. He's also Black Adam animated, and he's also Black Adam's dog animated.
And-
so it's
and
like
we're gonna take a look at
everybody's
that as
Dwayne the Rock
well.
Johnson.
Yep.
Yeah, but I mean, he's
Well,
planted his flag, and he's been given money, and they're hoping that something's going to happen. Now,
what did he
there
say
was
down
there was some
Slow
idiot
down.
that came out today. I thought it was
So,
really fucking dumb.
this-
we
hold
talk
on,
about this
Ryan.
in a minute.
This guy says, "Hey James, on a side note, will Peacemaker still be canonical, whatever, to the rebooted
Canonical. It's canonical, Andre.
canonical in the rebooted DCEU with Michael Keaton's Batman stuff.
Not
I
rebooted.
also know that the holiday special will be something magical." He says, "Yes, Peacemaker is still and will continue to be DCEU."
Peacemaker. Oh
why
yay!
not?
At least you don't lose Peacemaker.
So,
Oh my
so
God.
anyway, there
I'm
was
so
there was
worried.
some buzz out there about the Super Pets movie, and they're like, "Yo, the Super Pets movie, it didn't break bank at box office because they haven't restored the Snyderverse yet."
That
And
makes
I'm
no
here to
fucking
say that
sense.
makes
That doesn't make any
absolutely
sense.
no fucking sense whatsoever. I'm sorry, but if they had said,
Have
"Hey,
any of you
we're
guys seen
restoring-"
Super Pets yet? Have any of you guys seen it?
No.
What?
Nope.
No,
No.
I haven't seen. I want to see it, but I
Oh,
haven't.
no,
saw
I do too. I do too. But
Yeah.
so you've seen it, Allie?
Yeah.
So I saw something earlier today.
Was it on The Rock's Instagram? Because I totally saw the same thing.
Really?
Yeah, he posted all over it.
Posted already.
Wait.
Oh, the entire
Hold on,
post credits
hold on,
is.
hold on. I don't think he posted this. Hold up.
Oh,
What did you guys see on the Rock's Instagram?
That
Yeah.
one?
That.
Okay.
yeah, that.
Is that for real?
That? Oh yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's real. That's real.
There's credit scenes.
But you know what's so funny is that Superman, and I've said this in the past, Superman
That's
looks
real?
like
Yeah.
that's real. That's
Yeah.
real.
Oh, yeah.
That's Anubis.
That's the
And-
end credit sequence. Yeah.
That's the credits. End credits.
The
Whatever.
Rock posted this, I think, yesterday.
Yeah, immediately. Like
Yeah.
he didn't really wait until like more
Let's
people
grab
have
Dwayne
watched.
Johnson. You know,
Yeah.
you've been fucking up lately. Last week you fucked up at Comic-Con. How about not spoiling the fucking movie?
Yeah,
before
don't
people see
spoil
that
this shit, man.
I
That-
get
that
the
was
feeling
dumb.
he did this because he knew that not everyone's going to go see this movie, so he wanted to do this. So everyone's like, "Whoa, what?"
I saw this early and I was like, "There's no way this is real."
Yeah,
It's
I saw
real.
it yesterday. Yeah,
I've
I
seen
watched
the
the movie
scene.
over the weekend.
I haven't
Yeah.
seen the movie, but I've seen this scene already. And all he does, he turns around and he goes, "Oh hey, Black Adam," and then he goes back to the dogs talking to each other, and then the dog flies away with Black Adam, and that's it.
Why
My
is Superman
main-
greeting Black Adam like, "Oh hey, old friend"? It's like
Yeah.
Basically.
no,
Because it's a
I-
kids movie, Dawson.
Yeah,
I don't
Okay.
freaking care.
I feel like they were really.
Well, I mean, you're the target. I'm gonna shut up now.
Oh, here
Yeah.
we go.
Oh,
Okay, I think if anything, Anthony, blow up the full screen. You have to read this because
Yeah,
I mean, well,
blow,
I mean,
blow
it's,
Anthony.
it's the
Anthony,
Rock.
blow it. Go ahead, blow it.
Oh,
Blow
hold on.
Blow it, Anthony.
Blow it,
Blow it up.
Anthony.
Come on, blow it.
Thank you for making Super Pets. Whoa. Thank you for making Super Pets the #1 movie, but did you stay to the very end credits? You guys already know how I feel about Superman versus Black Adam, the indestructible force being the immovable object, i.e., behind the scenes, low key. Let me let you read between the lines. We fucked up Comic-Con last week.
Yeah.
Let me do something to make you watch this fucking movie because you were expecting Henry Cavill, didn't show up. So let me do something here.
Yeah.
All right, I'm mad as fuck about this, to be honest, because that's like, with the DC Super Pets universe, we had an opportunity to bid out this awesome animated universe in a big, fun, cool way. What fucking universe? You got one fucking movie in the universe.
Yeah.
Apparently, there's gonna be more movies now.
So
Is that
3
what you're
years,
saying?
Terramana's later, oh, you're drunk, and then you're out here like, yo, check me out, Super Pets. Relax, motherfucker.
Yeah.
I came up with an end credits idea. Really, you did this on 2 days ago, and then you wrote it in, they drew it, and it magically appeared in front of the audiences on Thursday night when they saw this movie. Shut the fuck up. Allow me to introduce the baddest, meanest anti-hero canine walking God's green earth animus. Cool, fire. Complete with his new favorite toys, Squeezy, Bruce, Batman. And Seven Brothers, we have major plans to build out the Black Adam universe. Shut the fuck up. First off, and now the DC Super Pets universe with our partners, W Pictures and DC Comics, and Super Pets and Black Adam is just the beginning. Enjoy the movie, enjoy our $7 Easter eggs that you shared before everybody got to see the fucking movie.
I know.
Yeah,
They weren't going to see it.
I haven't seen
He
it.
wanted to make sure that people like us knew that was in there.
He could have waited a little while. Like,
Give us a week.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Yeah.
let me tell you something right now. First of all, I've been watching comic book movies for over a decade. I know when to sit my motherfucking ass in the theater until the credits are done rolling and the lights come up. You don't have to tell me to sit back and watch a fucking post-credit scene. Yo, I'm heated about this. Heated.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm
it's
loving
one
this
thing.
unhinged Anthony.
It's one thing for fans to come out and like post something like this, but he posted this shit.
This is a direct response to their failed fucking thing.
It is. Yeah. It's part of it. It's part of the campaign.
Brandon
And the
Davis
same thing.
had questions to him at Comic-Con where he got embarrassed. Let me do something. Maybe this will help if I do this.
Wrong move.
I would have loved to have seen this without knowing any
Yeah.
knowledge about it and seen it. This is fucking. You get the fuck out.
Yeah,
of here.
I was
As a matter of fact, I would gesture to say that Warner Brothers probably said that's okay. Share all of this shit because we had a bad showing last week. Maybe if you put this out here, maybe this will bring more money to the movie because it didn't make any, as far as I'm concerned, as far as the box office for that shit. So
yeah.
Yeah.
I feel
Dawson,
like
there's questions for you.
Is Josie up for adoption? Absolutely not. No, that's our baby. No,
That's a hard note.
Allie, go ahead.
Sorry, bud.
You will not be able to buy that baby at the Big Lick.
Nope.
No,
You will not.
You will not. You will not.
Not for sale.
Not for sale. Not at the Lick.
At the
So, Anthony, I got a
Big
question.
Lick, at the Big Lick.
Why'd you post this?
No.
I know, Anthony. What the hell,
You're
man?
getting hella upset about yourself.
I am loving this unhinged Anthony so much. This is so fun.
Nah, dude,
Oh, it's
this
a rare commodity,
is
but it's a
actually
lovely
fucking-
commodity.
I am not cool with none of that shit.
But it makes
Bro,
you wonder, like, is he
you
being
get it.
reactionary? Is he freaking out? Like, maybe they're not going to go see it.
That's the problem here is he built himself up as fucking Mr. Invincible, and then all of a sudden you saw little cracks in the shell last weekend at Comic-Con. We saw all the cracks. Literally, when Brandon Davis said, "What about you and Superman?" And Andre put a fire video together where it was like, he was like, "Oh, fuck it." Like he couldn't even handle that question. And
Like, what do I say? What do I
there's
say?
reasons for that. I would say that like maybe he was led on to other things that could have happened, but at the same time, that post credit, that's a fire tease, man. That should have been fucking held off for a while instead of just posting it on your fucking Instagram, just so you can bring more eyes to your movie. That's fucking. I can't even get along with that dude at all, dude. Fucking damn, man. It's bad. It's bad.
What I get from this?
Actors don't do that shit. They just don't.
What I get from this is I think Anthony wants the comparisons to The Rock to stop. I think that's what he's saying right now.
That's very flattering. I appreciate it. But what I'm saying is that shit right there, that's Now I'm almost to the point where, like, I'm scared. What does The Rock know? Black Adam's going to be hot trash when it comes out?
Is that
And
the
he's
cat?
like,
Oh,
yo.
no.
The cat. It's the cat.
See that? Yeah, with Black
That's
Adam,
a
he better not
demon
do that
cat.
because
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Does he already know Black
Yeah.
Adam might be hot garbage? And he's like, yo, let me do all of these things leading up to it to make sure you guys like it. No, dude. I like the anonymity. I like the fucking let the audience experience it for themselves.
It's your cat.
Looks nothing like my cat.
Yeah, I'm gonna say it doesn't look
it's one thing with an animated movie, but with a live action movie that people have been waiting years to see, and I know he's been waiting a long time too. It's not just us.
Oh, shots fired.
Wow.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. My main takeaway from the movie was that I feel like they're really like counting on the cast members to bring in people because like my review's uploading right now, but I just kept going back to the
Is this a
I
spoiler
feel like
review?
I don't know, I guess. The main spoiler thing I talk about was that because they shared The Rock since The Rock shared the credit scenes,
No, you're in the clear.
Yeah,
Once
you're in
he
the
shared
well,
the
that's what
credits,
I mean.
you're
I was
fucking
like,
great.
oh, I
No.
didn't think he would share it already. But
no, that's
He
fine.
shared it before
to be
Alan.
honest, I didn't even think that there was going to be credit scenes because it's an animated movie, and
Yeah.
sometimes DC does it and sometimes they don't. So we left, and then I started looking on Twitter, and I was like, oh, people are talking about credit scenes, and then he shared it, so I was like, oh, okay, fine. I guess we found out what it was, but hold on, I just felt like I'm sure, the movie itself kind of takes a back seat to the cast. Like that was my main, overall
Well, they thought the
feel
cast
of the
would carry
movie.
it, but nobody cares. They're just like, whatever.
That's the
It's a
thing.
kid's
I
movie,
love.
don't
I'm a
give
huge
shit.
Kevin Hart fan. I'm a huge Kevin Hart. I love Kevin
I am
Hart
too,
stuff
yes.
for sure. I think him and also like the dynamics between him and The Rock are hilarious.
Yes,
They're fun
they
to
are
see
hilarious.
together. They're fun to watch together. But as far as like the story, the cast was better than the movie itself. Like it's not. There's some animated movies that we love for our decades since our childhood growing up. We still love to watch certain animated movies. I don't feel like that's one of these types of animated films that's going to be like, wow, I could watch this for, it's going to just be like transcending generations.
It doesn't have rewatchability for you?
Not that much. I know I'm going to be because my kids were excited to see it. So we took them and they're going to be wanting to watch it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they had a lot of fun with it. It's not bad. It's not a bad movie. It's just there's better animated movies for sure. Like there's
My issue isn't with the movie itself. It's with The Rock coming out here and sharing all that extra shit when that shit should be remained for people who sat in the theater. It speaks of I was on top and I consider myself to be the shit, and now I finally realized a couple weeks ago that I'm not. Let me do whatever it takes for me to convince you that I'm the shit. I'm gonna share all of this shit that from behind. Fucking get out.
That's a lot of shit.
That's a lot of shit.
It seems desperate to me, and I'm not on the side of desperate when it comes to fucking trying to put your material out.
Well,
that seems rather desperate.
Okay, and speaking of desperate, Ryan did travel to the con, and there he is right there.
Yeah, I did, and Victor isn't desperate. Nobody's desperate.
Yeah, he's hey yo, I love
there.
Who got you that Green Lantern hat? Jeff Johns?
Oh
no, I bought it.
At Six Flags.
I bought it with Anthony and Andre, but I guess Andre's too old to remember.
Look at that.
That's dope.
So you bought one of these?
Yeah. And he
signed it
for me. It says
That's
Zebra
pretty
cool.
When I saw him gonna be there, I remember I messaged. I was like, "Yo, he's gonna be close to you."
Got it right here.
That's awesome.
pretty dope.
Let me pull you up. There you are. Look at that.
Nice.
Restore the Snyderverse.
Dope titties.
Yeah.
What? I said
And
dope
then,
titties.
and he also gave me that
Yeah,
one.
He'll throw something
nice.
extra in. He always throws something extra in.
And then I
love
bought
Victor,
another
man.
one that's inside. I got his Doomsday.
Oh,
nice.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I just
Hey man, shouts out Victor. He always does. If you order something from him, he will throw something extra in there.
And then I also
man.
saw Simon Blaze.
Yeah,
I got his manga comic.
Oh yeah, I got that a couple months ago.
Oh yeah, nice.
So bought that there. It's pretty dope.
Nice.
Very nice artwork. Very good. Follow both, Mighty Pegasus and Simon Blaze. Blaze was it Blaze Blaze Comics? Is Blaze Manga? Yes,
Blaze Manga.
Blaze Manga. So yeah,
and
two
he's
really good
wearing
artists.
his Victor Stone shirt.
I am. Yeah.
I'm glad you can
represent. So you saw me. I was. There it is.
Hey, hit
There
them up
it
with the
is.
Super A. Say, hey, yo, Scott.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So I was representing both Ray Fisher and Wayne T. Carr. Let's go.
Let's go.
yeah.
Well, that's awesome, dude. I was really cool that you got to see both those guys. And,
Yeah.
You
Thanks
get to meet Victor
thanks
Koo
to
after all
Anthony.
this time.
Yeah, because I saw him posted on his Instagram story, and I was like, yo, that's pretty close to Ryan. I told Ryan, I was like, yo, he's going to be fucking in the area this weekend.
Yeah.
That's dope, man. That's dope.
Pretty cool. Here it is, you guys. Here it is. Where is it? Super Hive's video just posted. Go check it out.
Well, that's your home screen. I don't know what that was supposed to be.
Wow. Yeah.
Review. Just
Hell of a home screen there, buddy.
He's just like The Rock. He's all about himself. He's just like he thinks he's the shit, but his shit dropping ain't.
It's fire.
All right, let's go around the horn, guys. Ryan, where can they find you?
You can find me on. Shit. You can find me on Zero Set channel. Yeah.
Blaze Manga.
Blaze Manga. Yeah, I'll have to do something better with that one. But yeah, you'll find me on Instagram, Twitter, and also what is it, TikTok. So I'll be there.
It's like Vero too. What the fuck is
Dawson, where can they find you?
You can find me on Twitter at Nimwa32 NIMW32, Instagram and TikTok at DJW32Art, and also on the Foreign Nerds Network. And also, you can find me at Big Lick Comic Con in Roanoke, Virginia this weekend.
Big Lick.
Which I'll
show
be
up
joined by
and show your
I
lick.
will be there. Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
There we go.
Yeah. So come up and lick Anthony and Dawson, or Dawson and
I'd
Anthony.
prefer if you didn't do that. In fact, if you did do that, I'd probably call the police.
We do not need any biological warfare going on this weekend. No
Biological warfare.
Yes.
None of that. None of that. Preferably.
It's a big lick, so not a little bit.
Phil relax, man. He said biological war.
Allie, where can they find you?
I'm sorry, but that was hilarious because that was just like so nonchalant, and you just came out with it like that was. Yeah.
We're used to it at this point. Stuff like
Yeah.
that doesn't faze me anymore.
Are you asking me?
Yes. Allie,
Okay.
go ahead.
Yeah. Twitter Superhive DC, YouTube Superhive, Instagram Bricks_Hive. So thank you guys for having me on today. Appreciate it. Glad I was
Yeah.
able to make it.
Cool. I'm glad you were able to make it as well. And Phil.
Well, if y'all want to follow me in my unfiltered musings, you can just at Unfiltered, Twitter, Vero, and Instagram. You can listen to my podcast, The Eternal Night, which has a new episode dropping later today. You can also listen to my show, Superhero Stress. I'll be having Carrie Vandenberg on to talk about Marvel Studios and how triumphant they were at San Diego Comic-Con. You can probably catch me here most Mondays. You can catch me on the ACS Universe on Fridays. You can also catch me on the Four Nerds Network most Thursdays as well.
Nice.
All right.
Nice.
And
Damn. Can't believe
Anthony. Sorry,
Black
I was texting
Adam,
my wife.
you're next.
Black Adam.
Yo, I can't.
I'm here to tell you right now.
I can't talk unless you play the music. You gotta play. You know which one. You know.
Oh, yeah. You're right.
Throw it on.
TikTok, motherfucker.
You know what me?
Because he's old, he can't find.
I'm trying to, but Ryan keeps fucking with it.
No, you know what I'm talking about. There we go.
Oh, good gracious.
You can find me at 2279ACS and _ that on Twitter, on YouTube, search ACS Universe. Here on Mondays, Thursdays, Four Nerds, Fridays, my show, Sundays, World's Finest, and wherever in between.
There we go. All right, you guys, smash that like button. Leave your comment in the comment section below.
This is where you live. This is where
Subscribe
you live.
to the channel. It's free to subscribe, so subscribe. Become a member. Join the Patreon to help support the channel. Subscribe to all of their channels as well, because all their channels are really, really cool. Lots of content. Check out Super Hive. She just has a new video that just dropped. It just dropped right now.
Just off the press.
About the Super Pets.
Super Pets.
Super Pets.
Super
And I'll
Petty.
see you guys next time.
Super Petty.
Peace.